Universe, and guys, we are back at again with another chill stream. Crimson, I see you in here. You said my Christmas was very good. You said my Christmas was very good. I got lots of stuff and spent a lot of time with the family. That's great to hear. I'm glad you had a great Christmas. That's what's up. Today we're just pretty much gonna watch some more Marvel Legends unboxings and things, and we're just gonna chill out here. Jamigi, nice to see you. I don't really have anything planned besides watching videos, maybe watching some new Rockstars things. If definitely shout out some recommendations. I ordered the Shatterstar figure. Cool. I haven't ordered any new Marvel Legends. Yo, man, Merry belated Christmas. Geek, thank you. I appreciate it. I had a pretty good Christmas. Nothing too crazy. Could have been better, but I spent it with the family, so there's no complaints there. I love spending Christmas with the family. I had the Christmas Eve party with my entire family. They came over, ate cookies, had a good time, and then of course Christmas Day. You know, everybody opened up presents. I kind of slept in on Christmas Day though. I didn't watch anybody open presents because I slept in. I don't know, pretty good Christmas. Watch that. CT Toys Wolverines. Watch that. I might watch that. There's a couple of other ones I wanted to watch. I know there's a unboxing on, I think it was whoever we were watching last time. I'm not sure who it was. Let me try to figure it out. Oh yeah, Dan Who. We were on Dan Who reviews. We were on his watching some figure unboxings. You said goes live. How was your Christmas, bro? It was good. My Christmas was good. How was yours, Superwise? How was yours, man? It was like a pretty good Christmas. The Dan guy. Yeah, the Dan guy. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Dan Who. I'm gonna watch him because he actually, I think just recently, or maybe it was I think what was it MCU collector. I think he got the Falcon figure, but he also got his, which was 4 days ago. I think we're gonna watch this because we watched this Captain America Brave New World figure unboxing. So I think we're gonna watch the Falcon one, and then I guess we could watch the CT Toys Wolverine. I am excited for these figures. So let me turn on this real quick, and we'll kind of get into it. Let me know. We'll probably check out new Rockstars to see if they have any videos, because I haven't been watching new Rockstars, so maybe we'll go check them out and see what they have to say about Marvel. Mine was very pleasant, very chill. Glad you had a good one. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad yours was good. I'm glad it was chill. It's always good when there's like a just very chill, laid back Christmas, nothing too chaotic. My Christmas at my house is always chaotic, so yeah, it's just how it is. Hey Zach, have you seen the absolute peak that is Craven the Hunter? I have not. I have not seen Craven the Hunter. My sister Bethany went to go watch Craven the Hunter. She said it was shit. So I take her word for it. Someone reviewed the new Agent Venom. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think the Agent Venom right here, right? Yeah. Spider-Man Retro 2025. Yeah, Agent Venom's right here. Yeah. We can actually check this out too. But let's get into this one first.
Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends Captain America Brave New World Falcon. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram.
Supervise, you said Madam Web is still the worst, but my lord, Craven is pretty much equally as bad. Fuck. I was worried. I'm just glad I didn't spend my money, because I'm tired of spending money on movies that I usually know are going to be bad or that aren't giving me a good feeling. I'm just tired of it. I think going into 2025, if I'm not feeling something, I'm not seeing it. That's just what's going on, because I don't have the time. I don't have the energy to go into a movie I just don't really care about. So I'm glad, especially after me spending money for Madam Web, me spending money for, I think Madam Web was the worst one. I couldn't do it. So you said it didn't even feel rated R. Shit. Crimson, you said the CGI looks so bad. Yeah, for Craven. Yeah, I agree. Superwise. I still have yet to see Madam Web because how bad I hear it is. Yeah, it's well. If you want to watch it, if you want to watch it, geek, it's over on Netflix. If you got Netflix, do it. But I definitely recommend don't do it because it just feels like you can never get that time back. That's another thing is that my time is precious. I don't want to sit in a movie that I know is going to be bad. I can't do it. Did you see the Sony CEO says that their Sony movies are good? I saw, I saw. Yes, are good and thinks they're getting blind hate laughing my ass off. I saw it. I just couldn't believe it, and I didn't even post about it because I was like, "Yeah, this is ridiculous." I'm like, I didn't even want to post about it because I was like, I don't even want to give this stupid CEO, COO, or whatever the hell he is, the attention. Where it's like, that's what he wants. He wants people. That's rage bait. It's like you want people to come out and tell you again how bad your shit is, but our money speaks volumes when we pay the money to go see these movies, and we're just not doing it anymore. Uh, Geek, you said, well, yeah, I did that whole different level of coping. Yeah. I'm repainting my beast. Awesome. That's what's up. I love doing repaint jobs, so it's cool.
And remember now you can hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are continuing to check out the brand new
Yo, what's up, Miguel? How's it going?
Captain America Brave New World movie.
I'm so excited for this movie. I can't believe I'm seeing it in LA next year. Fire.
Wave, we would
so cool.
A movie release.
My first time seeing a movie outside of my city, which is cool.
To better represent some of the key characters, including Red Hulk and Captain America, who I have already reviewed on the channel. Today we're checking out the brand new Falcon. As every good hero needs a sidekick, and if you watch the Disney Plus series, you know at the end of the Falcon and Winter Soldier, Sam handed off his old wings to a new character, and I really like the comic-inspired color palette here for the new Falcon. So there he is in the packaging, 2 interchangeable heads, a little red wing, and of course his wings, most importantly, to make it a deluxe offering. We get the Captain America logo, the shield on
so
top,
they already failed
there he is
when
on the
they
side,
tried
another
to
digital render on the back, and then a write-up
exclude
that says,
Spider-Man from their universe. Venom kind of works
Joaquin
because
Torres has picked
he's
up
more
Sam's
of an
old wings to take on the role
hero
as
now,
Falcon.
So,
without
Morbius
further ado,
actually started out
let's get him open. Here we
as
have
a
our new
separate
Falcon
character.
out of the packaging
Yeah,
with all of his accessories
I agree
laid
with you
out
there.
on the table.
It was stupid
now,
that
in the
they
packaging,
excluded
he does actually
Spider-Man,
come
but
with his second backpack already on.
That's
but
Sony.
just like Captain America, he has 2 backpacks. One for the wings to be attached.
I'm so excited
the
for this
one for the
figure.
wings retracted. So
I
do
can't
appreciate
wait. I'm
that
excited for
display
this
option.
wave.
Also, the wings are not just repainted Captain America wings. These are uniquely tooled and sculpted for our new Falcon. So it's a unique design. These wings even have the nice handles on for him to hold.
I love the idea that they're actually showing their eyes through the mask. It's so sick. Through the goggles, it's fire. Because in previous figures, they didn't do that. But I love the, translucent goggles. It's clean. It's so clean. I can't wait to get my hands on these. It's going to be like my highlights figures going into 2025. Like, this is early 2025 when these figures get released. I think it's like early February, I believe. I'm pumped. It's gonna be sick when these come out. You said you said Spider-Man 3 is the has Venom. I like Venom as a villain, not anti-hero. Sonic 3 was fire. Yeah, Sonic 3 was fire. It was pretty good. Now I still think Sonic 2 is better in my personal opinion, but I did like a lot of the parts of Sonic 3.
So I
just think story-wise it was alright.
Side and get the tape measure out so we can see that our new Falcon
action was crazy
stands
though.
at just under
the best Venom,
6.5
the Beast
inches.
Venom.
And like always, these MCU figures do get a little bit extra love, as I think this is completely new. Obviously, double jointed, pinless, lots of nice texturing on this guy, and
go see
brand
it.
new. I don't see any reuse on this at all.
Autocorrect.
Okay. The new Captain America, so you can see him standing side by side with his helmet on. It does seem like Ramirez is a little bit taller, but it is nice to see Sam Wilson with his very own sidekick as we get into this.
Paintwork's looking good on these new Marvel Legends.
But anyway, let me put that to the side. And he does have 2 helmeted head sculpts. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. Now, I believe I just called him Ramirez, and that's because Danny Ramirez is the actor that plays Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon. And in regards to the likeness, it's really hard to tell because his face is so obscured with the helmet. Now, the helmet does have a nice translucent visor, so you can definitely see some eyes behind that sort of green translucent plastic. But again, you can't tell if the likeness is there or not.
Oh, I like this is there. You could see perfectly that the likeness is there
behind that helmet. And just like Sam, he has some pipe work on the side, and the helmet does have some different shades of gray.
The mask is a great detail. I love it. For the high altitude, the they have the big mask. Low altitude, it's just the goggles. It's fire.
Or the colors in the comic, at least. So there is his technical helmet, which should pair up nicely with Sam when they are soaring in the skies together. But we also get this second head sculpt where his face is a little bit more exposed. And I do actually think the likeness is there to Danny Ramirez, the actor, but it's just obviously obscured.
Why can't you just say Joaquin Torres?
It would have been nice to have an option Ramirez? Yes, that's the actor that plays him, but I'm assuming these two are his primary looks from the movie. So yeah, again, you can see the eyes better on this helmet. Now it's not so covered with the face. But yeah, I do think they're using the digital face printing tech even under the visor there as well. So very nice.
Jamiki, you said watch Sonic 2. I hated it. The actor for the Sonic doesn't match the voice. Didn't like how they made Knuckles an idiot. The Sonic 2 and 1 was fire. I didn't like the Sonic 3 song. Wait, what? Wait, you said watch Sonic 2. Watch Sonic 2. I hated it. You hated Sonic 2? The actor for Sonic doesn't match his voice. Didn't like how they made Knuckles an idiot, but the Sonic 2 and 1 was fire. I'm confused by that. I didn't like the Sonic 3 song. I didn't like the Sonic 3 song either. I think the Sonic 2 song at the end credit is a lot better. Which of course is Stars in the Sky. I love that song by Kid Cudi. It's fire. The third movie song doesn't even match. Doesn't even come close. It was very weird why they want the kind of country rap route. I think was a terrible mistake, but I'm not the one, of course, making the Sonic, soundtrack. If I was, I'd more than made it better, but I don't know. I thought Sonic 2 was better. I think story wise, I think also like in terms of structure, I think story structure was better than Sonic 3. I just felt like the structure in Sonic 3 felt rushed, and not only that, I feel like we didn't spend enough time in certain places, but also I think that I would have felt more connected to Shadow if they would have done more with his backstory. I think that they really geared this toward the fans a little bit more than the casuals. And I think that kind of hurt it a little bit for the casual viewers, because that's the one thing I love about the Sonic franchise is it is able to balance casual viewers but also diehard game fans. So I don't know. I just think that that department they kind of failed. But other than that, and I also think that the pacing was a bit iffy. But I also think that it felt like they didn't have like much for the other human characters to do. So it felt weird at times when characters would be going for multiple scenes and you'd be like, where are they? Like, this feels weird. So I don't know. I feel like in some parts it felt rushed. In some parts it just didn't live up to Sonic 2. But the action, I think, and the animation is beyond better than Sonic 2. So that's the one thing I will give this movie, is that the action and the animation is 10 times better than Sonic 2. Not to say Sonic 2 animation was bad, but I think that's the only thing that Sonic 3 beats out on against the other two Sonic movies, is just the animation and the action. I don't think story structure and I don't think character development is quite on par with Sonic 1 and 2. That's just my personal opinion. I love Shadow, though. I think he's cool as shit. So, play Shadow Generations. Yeah, I've played parts. My brother has it. He loves he's a diehard Sonic fan. Diehard. So he was grinning ear to ear when things were happening in the movie, and I was like, some things I knew, some characters I knew, but there's a different perspective when you play all the games, and then you're like, oh shit, like this is happening. Then someone that's played parts and is like, oh, I know who that person is, but I don't feel as connected yet for some new characters that are getting introduced for the next film, or characters that, you know, we've been waiting years to see on screen that you only seen parts. You're like, I wish they'd do a little bit more here for me to feel connected to this person, where I feel like I'd have emotion for that character. I just feel like they lacked on that, but it is what it is. I still think it was it did numbers. You know what I mean? It did mad numbers, and they're already doing a Sonic 4, so you know what I mean? It is what it is. I think in the next movie that hopefully things will be better. At least that's what I hope. But I had a blast of a time. I didn't hate my time that I had watching Sonic 3. I thought a lot of parts were pretty good. The action and animation especially were the parts that I really, really liked. You said, Josh, nice to see you in here. You said, what's up? What's up? How's it going? How was your Christmas? How's it popping, guys? Make sure to like the stream. It helps out a lot. Thank you.
Detail. But just
and if you haven't done so, go subscribe to my or follow my socials, Instagram, TikTok, X. Definitely go do so.
Yeah, so you have your options now for both helmets. So you can have your helmet fully on, ready for battle in the skies, or remove the oxygen mask and reveal some more of that face. But it's nice to have options. Let me know your favorite in the comments. So let's take a look at the rest of the details on this flight suit, because I genuinely believe it's all new. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments. But we've got the double jointed pinless elbows, double jointed pinless knees, with lots of nice texturing and layers and sculpting throughout this whole design, which I really like. I love adding new characters to the collection. World building is very important, so I'm glad that if this guy's getting some more spotlight in the movie, we now have him in figure form for that representation. So you get the green up on the shoulder pads, and that's more of a flat green compared to the metallic green on the chest and on the belt. All of this brown has some nice sort of texture into it as well. You've got the gauntlets done in more of a sort of chromish with a little bit of red there too.
Also, guys, I want to know, did anybody pick up my Heroverse merch for Christmas? I'm curious, because there's a lot of people that said they were going to get my Heroverse merch for Christmas, and I'm curious, did anybody actually get it? I'm actually curious. Let me know. There's still time to get it. I'm actually going to be making some new designs going into the new year, so that's not all the merch we're dropping. There's still some other plans I have for the merch, but I definitely recommend you cop a hoodie. I was rocking this all winter time. I'll be rocking it this color into next year. I'm actually planning on getting a whole bunch of different colors next year. You know what I mean? So I could rep them on my live streams or rep them on my videos. I want to get my maroon merch hoodie that I have. I want to get I believe I have a navy one I want to get, and a black one and a white one. There's so many other colors I want to get, color variants I will be getting next year. Because I actually am working on going on a trip right now next year to Gallifrey 1. So I'm kind of, you know, tight with money, but going after my trip though, I definitely am going to cop some more of my merch. You said, Crimson, you said I'm
underneath in the green that go underneath the arm, and again the ab crunch is hidden nicely within the texture and the costume design, so you get a nice crunch forward, but what's more impressive is the crunch back. Like, look at that, nearly a 90-degree crunch back, which will really help with those flying poses. So when his wings are on, I have no doubt you're going to be able to get him in some great poses due to that crunch. So great range there, and you've still got your standard shoulders going up, bicep swivel, and as I said, double jointed pinless elbows. You've got a nice elbow pad there as well, done in that same green. So yeah, lots of texture, and even on the back there's nice some texture.
Do you know how cool it would be to get a figure made of yourself? That'd be sick.
Going down.
I plan to get it next year. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Can't wait. Make sure to tag me on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, when you get it.
And as I mentioned, two
what do you think
out of the packaging
would happen in Cap 4?
Gripping hands with the brown.
What do I think could happen in Cap 4? I think it's going to do a lot of world building. I think this movie, it couldn't help not doing a lot of world building, especially since we're bringing in Tiamat, we're bringing in Adamantium. It's already going to cause things for future plot lines with Wakanda, and there being another global power of metal, of Adamantium, to maybe rival, if not beat, Vibranium. This movie's going to do a lot. New Avengers team being assembled. Mind you, this movie takes place before Thunderbolts, so you can only imagine what this movie's going to cause to spark up Thunderbolts to happen. Like, you just gotta wonder. And I'm excited. And we got Fantastic Four next year. We got so much that I think is just going to do a lot. I think Thunderbolts and Cap 4 especially, is going to do a lot of the groundwork to build up a lot of things. It's huge. People, I don't think people like quite understand how huge this is. That we're kind of introducing adamantium. We're actually acknowledging, and the Tiamat statue is actually planted there for a reason. This brings us closer to Wolverine. Off rip, this movie alone brings us closer to Wolverine, which makes me very happy. It's a big milestone. That's the thing I think people aren't really taking enough appreciation for, is how much this movie is going to move the needle. It's gonna do a lot of heavy lifting, and I'm excited. And I the fact that I get to see this movie out in LA, fire. I'm gonna do my first movie review outside of my city. I've never done that before, so I'm excited for that. First time ever. Hopefully not the last. Super excited. Next year is going to be a huge year of me going to different conventions. The channel, I want this channel to hit 1,100. We're already at 1,070 subscribers. I want the channel to hit 1,100 before we go into February of next year. It's possible. We got a full month to do so. And I could do it with your guys' help. So like I said, guys, make sure to share the channel. Make sure to just spread the word about the channel, and make sure we like, let's grow this family. Let's grow it. Like this channel has done wonders this year. Our community is probably I think it is. I honestly think it's the best YouTube community out there. We have the best family out there that's all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And next year is going to be a crazy year. I could feel it. We're going to do crazy things next year. I'm telling you, I cannot wait.
Gloves so we can hold onto his wings handle, which I will show you shortly. But while we're still zoomed in, I just want to say there is a swivel at the waist. That belt is a separate piece. Of course, he still has his thigh cut. The legs go up pretty far, double jointed, pinless knees, ankle pivot, and rocker. So yeah, standard Marvel Legends range, etc. This guy's going to look great all posed up. On the back, you have the peg hole, and as I said, he has two backpacks. So one of them is retracted wings,
Wolverine
like
Black
so,
Knight, the
and
guy who
was with the red.
at the
and I
end
think that is a
of
red wing, maybe like retracted, because we do
Eternals,
get a red
yeah,
wing
Black Knight, yeah,
which is a little bit different to Sam's, which is
I don't know.
grey
Hopefully we're
with
still
the
gonna
red
get
detail.
Black Knight.
Again,
Hopefully we're
there's
still
no
gonna get
hole on the
that. I
bottom
don't
for
know.
it to
Maybe
plug
they
into
might
any
pivot.
type of
It'd be cool if we
translucent
still
piece,
got them.
but it's a nice accessory you can at least hold on your display. But there is our retracted wings. Now let's build his actual ones. So Torres's wings are a little bit more simple, not as many pieces and segments as Sam Wilson's. As you can see here, you have the 2 points of articulation rather than the 3 like Sam's wings. But I like the green, the black, and then the chrome as well. And you can see these little handles. And it would have been nice to have some dry brush against all of this.
Yo, it's a guy. Nice to see you.
I thought
the
it is just lacking in paint, unfortunately.
the black
yeah,
hole
nice
was
sculpting there.
for something else.
Would have really brought that detail out. But let's put the wings down for a second.
What?
It's easy to get these the right way around because you need the handles facing forward. So there's the backpack.
Not quite sure what you mean, but okay.
You get those cogs.
Jamigi, you said I don't think we will get Black Knight. I hope we do, because it would be such a shame if we didn't. Only on the factor of
the wings. Let's add
of what do you call it?
Sorry.
Like we're not getting any Eternals too, which I still think is a shame in my personal opinion.
Holding onto those handles as well, genuinely looking really nice.
I'm still hoping. I still have hopes.
Is a little bit different, but they have gone with the same comic-inspired color palette with the greens and browns. So I do appreciate that little wink and nod. Now his wingspan isn't as long as Sam's, but there's no shame in that if you're a little bit shorter. His are about maybe 13 and a half, 14 at a stretch if I move his arms more, where Sam's were about 17 if I remember correctly. But again, completely different wings, and Falcon's wings have more of a curvature to them as well. And to the top
Are
of the
you
wings
watching
side,
What If? Yes, I am.
7.5 inches as well. But
I am watching What If. I am. If you guys want to catch my reactions, I literally just binge watched episode 2 on, and we are 6 episodes in. We have 2 more episodes left. Tonight's episode and then Sunday's episode, which is the series finale. I liked episode 3. I didn't like episode 4 because that was the Howard the Duck episode. That shit was weird. And I liked episode 2. And I liked episode 6. So I liked 2, 3, 6. Yes. I think episode 3 might have been my favorite because I loved the Red Guardian and Winter Soldier episode. I thought that was great. I thought it was a cool idea of a what if episode. You said I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the green suit on the new Falcon. I like it a lot. You said even though it's comic accurate. I've never heard of the new Falcon in my life. Yeah, he's fairly new. New Falcon is fairly new. I think it was like back in like I don't even know when that he got introduced, but yeah, fairly new. I think it was when Sam became Cap. That's when he got introduced. You said I don't think we'll get any Eternal to return. I hope we do because it gives me hope because Kumail voiced Kingo in episode 2, which makes me hope that they're still gonna do stuff with the Eternals, and there's still hope we could get a sequel or we could get some sort of characters making cameos or something. I still have hope. You said when is the Storm? The Storm episode's actually tonight. That's tonight. I only episode I care about is the Haley Steinfeld sheesh. That was episode 6. Yeah, it was good. No, Zach didn't like Howard the Duck because Jelly the Duck bagged Kate Dennings. That shit was weird. Like, can we like talk about that for a minute? It's weird. The fact that Howard the Duck and also Darcy had a baby. You know what that's called? Bestiality. That shit's weird, dude. It's weird. I don't know what weirdo at Marvel came up and thought that was a good idea, but that shit was weird. It was weird. I'm sorry. It's weird. I was like, why? I was like, why would they do this? I'm sorry, but that's the type of shit I expect DC to be doing. Like, you know what I mean? I hate to say it, like some shit that'd be on Creature Commandos, some weird shit. I was like, what are we doing? I was like, this is the weirdest episode ever. I was like, no. I was like, that's my least favorite episode. It was weird. You said, what's your opinion on the Miles actor situation? Oh dear God. Bro's digging a hole. I think he needs to stop on the internet. I think he does because I'm not gonna lie. The first thing didn't look too bad. Him posting right after Haley Steinfeld said she got engaged. I was like, that doesn't look too bad. It could be anything, but it's the timing is a little bit weird. So that I could be like, okay. I was like, maybe it's a coincidence. I don't know if it really was, but I was like, it could be. Now the situation with the girl that played MJ in or not MJ, I mean Liz in Homecoming, and they took a video or a picture back in like I think it was like what 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and he uses that making it look like it's new. It's questionable. It's questionable. I think for with that one especially, it would be a different scenario if like he said like if she did say, like when she told him to take it down, if he actually took it down. Things could have been avoided. He didn't listen, and then that's what happened. Yeah, and also I think when people were hyping him up, saying, "Oh, you went to a different universe to get something," you know what I mean, to get Liz or whatever. Oh, I see you. He should have shot it down, saying, "No, this is just my vision of my music video, or this is just an idea. Like I want to like add a picture to my music video or something." That's one thing, but bro took it a weird route. He took a weird route. He needs to stop on the internet. He just needs to stop because I need Beyond the Spider-Verse. You want to be weird? Do it after. Okay, cool. And I met him, and I don't know. I didn't have the best experience meeting Shameik because I did meet him in real life, and I don't even know if I want to talk about it, but I did meet him. I thought it was an okay experience. It wasn't the best. You said who laid the egg? Exactly. Weird. It's weird. I don't even want to get too much into it. I didn't know what was going on that episode exactly. It felt very weird, and yeah. I even said on Patreon after I was done, I was like, we don't need to talk about this episode. I'm like, it was weird. This is supposed to be kids show, but they was smoking something, writing Howard the Duck. Exactly. It was weird. The Liz actress was tearing bro apart while eating she was eating like soup. She had like soup or something, or cereal or something, laughing around something. Yeah, she was eating soup. And I was like, shit. I was like, man, you could have just. She was gonna do this behind the scenes. Say, oh, can you please take it down? And he didn't respond. And it's like at that point, dude, you set yourself up for that. You set yourself up. There's no one's fault but your own. It was bad. It was very, very bad. I'm like, dude, I just hope nothing. Those are they're not right things what he did, but those aren't things where you could get canceled for. I need bro to stay away from anything he can get canceled for. We need Beyond the Spider-Verse. I need it. We can't afford another. I don't need it to be delayed until like 2029, okay? Like, no. Like, he needs to chill out and just. Yeah. That's all he needs to do. That's all he needs to do. Saying you don't want to talk about meaning Chamber makes us want to hear about it. Or you mean Shamik? Rich people eat soup on IG Live, I guess. I don't know. Well, I met Shamik. Moore at Steel City Con, my convention that I have here. Really was excited to meet him. Not gonna lie, bro was on his phone when like we were walking up to him. He seemed like he wanted to be somewhere else. It felt like that. And I'm not gonna lie, it rubbed me the wrong way. Didn't really get to speak to him, and then we got moved on. I was like, really, dude, you're on your phone when people are walking up. It's a little disrespectful, I'm not gonna lie. I was really, really pissed. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. Because as we were walking up, and I was excited. I was the first in line with somebody else that I met at a different convention I went to. They went to my city to go to the convention because they knew Shamika was coming. I was really, really excited. In my Spider-Man suit, cool. Like I said, on it, I was walking in. Bro was like this. On his phone. And then he put it away. And then he smiled, took a picture, and then I moved on. I was like, bro, like, I was like, you could be a little bit happier here. It just maybe it just didn't look the way it was supposed to look. I feel like that's happening a lot lately. Sounds like I'm throwing shade there, but I mean, it didn't look right. I was like, dude, you could just be a little bit like, be in the moment. Why are you on your phone? I was like, that kind of, I don't know. But I was happy I got the picture with him. I still love what he does for the character of Miles Morales in Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. I'm rooting for him for the next movie. I hope everything goes well where nothing happens. And maybe, like I said, maybe it's just bad luck bro has with all these situations that he's in. Maybe he's not good on timing, but I don't know. Maybe he just has good intentions. Maybe, I don't know. He doesn't seem like a rude person, but that kind of didn't. That wasn't the great first impression of you when someone said, okay, when the line's starting and people are going in to take photos with you, you're on your phone. Didn't look too good, but I don't know. I was happy I got the picture though. Dubs on the picture because I actually have it with all my other celebrity photos.
Nice here. If I spin it around onto the back, you can see some more of that sculpted detail I was mentioning, just lacking the paint, which is a shame because the sculpted detail is definitely there. But yeah, this looks good. Let me zoom in a bit more. So there is the handle inside the hand.
And we were gonna talk about
the had a tighter grip.
Something with the deal with Superman after this, because I want to talk about something.
So it allows you to repose him so easily without fear of breaking it. So yeah, that handle is a softer plastic, and you just simply place it into the gripped hand like so, and it absolutely works for posing.
Thanks, bro.
No problem at all.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I mean, I just wish.
And again,
if I had a fan event, I want to be in the moment. I don't want to be on my phone. I want to be with everybody, talking to everybody. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know.
Unique character trait. And if I zoom out and articulate that ab crunch up, it gives you some great posing options for our new Falcon. Now, as always, these MCU figures will depend on the movie. If the movie's good, people will look at these figures in a different light as they seek that representation in plastic. But if the movie isn't good, then these figures will unfortunately get overlooked. But just looking at them now, before seeing the movie,
fire, that
I think
figure. I love the way the figure looks.
Great and definitely represent these characters well, based off what we have seen in the trailer so far. But I know a lot of people are not fans of the MCU at the minute, which is a shame because this is a great looking figure. And before we move on, just wanted to remind you that there are 2 points of articulation in the wings, so a little bit different to Sam's, but they will sort of fold over and at least half cover him. But I wanted to remind you of the ratchet, so you can pose it the wings up and they will hold their position or pose them down like
Fire.
so. So
It's
again,
like they're
pose
doing,
the
he's
wings
doing
how
a
you want,
dive bomb.
and then you just get the
with
hands
the wings like
match up
that,
with
pointed
the
down.
handle, and
No
again,
shade,
it will
but
look
I'd
really,
rather
really
meet
nice. And just one more pose.
Jake
I've articulated
Johnson.
the wings down a little bit, folded them
Sheesh.
in on themselves. And yeah, this is
Yeah,
fun,
Jake
honestly, and
Johnson's
that's
cool.
what action figures
Yeah,
should be.
he's
They should be
cool.
fun representations of the things we love, and I love adding new characters
That would
to
be
the
cool to
shelf.
meet
So
him.
yeah, definitely gonna have to find a spot for our new Joaquin Torres, our new MCU Falcon. So let me try and do a comparison of our new Falcon and Captain America with the wings attached. Now, Cap's wings are a little bit thicker, a little bit more
Yeah.
impressive, but I like how both of these are different. There isn't just the same wings repainted green. They're both unique sculpting, both have their own flavor. I like how Torres has his handles as well. And yeah, these two are gonna look...
Yeah, the Cap, Torres's wings seem very long, which I like. And Cap's wings seem thicker, but also more streamlined. Like, you know what I mean? It looks like they're a little bit more they're sleeker, but I do like the long wing look. I think it looks cool.
Great posed up together on the shelf,
like they're sharper,
especially if you can display them somehow flying above the rest of your collection. But yeah, these two are looking really good. And then from the back as well, you can see you've got the backpack,
sick.
Shield, and,
I love that.
Wingspan
These figures look really well
bigger,
painted, and I'm excited because Marvel
Legends,
Legends, like I
honestly,
said,
really,
they're
nice
doing very
figures.
good
I know Red
lately
Hulk
with
in this
paint
wave
job.
was a bit of a disappointment, but I assure you, these two are great. So these are the ones you don't want to miss out on. And here we have all three of the Marvel Legend offerings from the new
I'm already over the
Cap
movie, and it's not even
with Captain America,
yet.
Red Hulk, and the new Falcon. Now we know
tired.
Red Hulk
Please
is
don't
unfortunately the
embrace
letdown
my-
of the wave
embarrass
due to no
my
Harrison
boy,
Ford
Harrison
likeness,
Ford.
but it is still an imposing Red
I don't
Hulk
think they
figure
will.
that
I think
stands
they're gonna do
massive
great.
compared to these two.
I
on
think he's
my
gonna kill
table.
it.
Cap and Falcon are the highlights for me. All three of these figures would benefit from extra butterfly joint, but what we've got is still really nice as well.
Yeah, we don't need to see the comparison video. That's the next thing he does, where like he compares it to other figures. We don't really need to do that. That's perfectly fine. Shout out to, of course, Dan Who Reviews. He always does a good job showing off figurines and stuff, so shout out to him. I actually wanted to go over to X real quick. I want to show you guys something. I don't know if you got, because I've been showing my sister this, and I want to know your take on it. It has stuff, of course, has to deal with the Superman movie. The stupid, wait, you said that stupid Falcon we said aerial mask looks like he's going to you said going to the quantum realm, bruh. I like it a lot. It's like, it's a high altitude mask. I mean, Sam has the same one. I think it looks dope. I mean, it makes sense than just having goggles for really high. That doesn't really make much sense. But I like how they're, because I mean, think about what they're going to be doing in this movie. They're going to be doing dogfighting. They're going to be fighting literally against jets in Brave New World. Like, they have to go high up and they have to compete with jets. So makes sense. Let's like at supersonic speed. I don't like the head sculpt on the Red Hulk. Oh, I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I think it could look a little bit better, but I don't think it looks terrible. I mean, we talked about that in the last chill stream, which was last week. That some people think that it's just the Smart Hulk figure just painted red. I don't see it, because they did a comparison of Smart Hulk to the Red Hulk, and it's not the same. So I don't know. I think it looks fine. I also think there will be custom head sculpts that people will make when the movie comes out, if not leading up to the movie. So let's see if we can find it. I found it on Instagram. I mean, I can't imagine people were talking about it here too. I might have to look up Superman suit, because I don't know if. Okay, this kind of how I feel about the Superman suit. Okay. Trying to get a good picture of it. I think the Red Hulk needs a Snicker. It needs a Snickers. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I hope I can find it. It's gonna piss me off if I can't. Yes. Okay. All right. Here it is. Okay. Look at the difference here. Look at the difference. I want to see if we. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. You see how this Superman suit, the original one, which I believe it's this one. You see the lines, and I want to know your take on this. I've been saying this. If you get rid of the lines, if you get rid of the weird collar, and if you would get rid of or actually add some muscle definition, it could look like this. It could look this good, which I think it's the next slide. It could look this good. Or this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the too wide neck portion, but I like this one a lot. This is the one I like a lot. And I believe this is the one where they added the muscle definition. There's a better look right here. I think someone did. But yeah, I want to know your take on your guys' take on this. I like it a lot more. It's showing muscle definition. It made the belt a circle instead of like a square. It like separated some things a bit, and it also made it sleeker. Got rid of the lines. I think it looks better. I like the way it looks here. It looks 1,000 times better in my personal opinion. And they made it tighter. I hate how loose the Superman suit is. I still hate it. I don't like the lines on it, but I like the S. That was the only takeaway, and I got it. I have my shirt on right now. That is the only takeaway I have how I feel about the Superman suit, and I'm hoping it looks better. I'm hoping by the end of the film he gets a different suit, or in the next movie he gets a different suit. This is not the suit we can be rocking with DC going forward. I'm sorry. I can't do it. You said the old Hulk head just painted red. Sounds like an Illuminati conspiracy. That's funny. He says, I don't mind the lines, but there's no denying the simplicity. That edit looks fantastic. Wonder if Gunn gives Cornsweat a new updated suit down the line. He better. Because I'm not rocking with this suit. I can't. It doesn't look the best. It doesn't look the best. We still have seen better Superman suits. That is my only problem. I like the S a lot. And you know what's funny to me is that they actually made this S bigger, which was cool. That was the one thing that they did, was make it bigger. They might have done it on this one. They might have made it a little bit bigger on this one. But yeah, you see the difference too, because there's a square here. You see how it's square, and you see there's lines, and you see that the neck is here. It's not they had that like collar, but they did the opposite. Got rid of the collar. Made like a simple belt, like a very classic looking belt, tighter suit, showing muscle definition. It looks better. I like it. I like it a lot. I just think it looks better. I don't know why it had to be so weird when the suit was made. I don't know why I don't know. The people say that the lines are from like the new Superman suit in the comics. I don't like it. If that's what they're doing in the comics, I don't like it at all. I don't think it needs to have like all weird lines, especially maybe in the comics it looks better than it does in live action. Like, I just think that it just doesn't pull very well to, live action is the lines. I just don't think it works. It just looks weird. Maybe if it was on a different fabric, a tighter fabric, it would look a lot better, but it just doesn't look good here in my personal opinion. I don't care enough about the costumes to waste my breath on it, but I don't think he should look more muscular like Heroverse after the gym. You said I don't think he should look more muscular like Heroverse after the gym. I'm confused. What are you talking about? Thoughts on the rumor that Pattinson is gonna be the DCU Batman? I don't think it's gonna happen, as Gunn once ultra comic booky take, but I'm sure there's been talk behind the scenes. I don't know. Maybe that's something to do with the fact that Batman got pushed back to 2027. So that's my take on that. That's my take on the suit, is that I don't like the collar, don't like the lines. And there's shots in the teaser trailer where he is laying down. It looks like there's a lot of extra fabric, and I don't love it. I'm just hoping it'll look a lot better actually on screen. Because yeah, I'm still not rocking with it. I like the S, but that's about all I like about the suit, if I'm being honest. And also the S on the back of the cape is cool. But yeah, let's go to that real quick. Let's go to the Batman. Let's type that in real quick. Okay, that did the word wrong. There we go. 2. Okay. Here, where is it? Maybe I have to go to discussing films because they probably made something about it. Here we go. Wait a second. This is weird. I don't know if this just showed or not. I love the suit, but definitely room for improvement for the future. I agree on that. Okay, so this is James. This was by Discussing Film, and this was at 2:38 p.m. James Gunn says the only reason the Batman 2 delayed is that there isn't a full script yet. Okay, Matt is committed to making the best film he possibly can, and no one can accurately guess how long a script will take to write. Well, it better take. I mean, it should, I'm not gonna lie. This script should have been started to be made after the Batman one. I don't know why that movie was. When did the Batman one come out? 2022. We're in 2023, or actually no, 2024, about to go into 2025. Think about that for a minute. 22, 23, 24. We're about to go to 2025. And well, you know what I mean? And it says 2027. It's gonna take like 5 years. 5 years. Like, that's crazy. When the movie was made in 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Yeah, it should be ready by like 2026 at the latest. 2027 is crazy. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. It's just insane to me. I think we're gonna get. You know what's crazy? I think we're gonna get a Penguin 2 then before we get a Batman 2. That probably might happen, which is weird. Which I don't care, as you guys know, for the Penguin. I don't really care for it, so it sucks. Word on the street is that the real reason it got delayed again is that personal family matter happened to Matt, which is understandable. Well, that's the thing. I don't want to do the whole word on the street until something is like said, like actually online. But yeah, it doesn't look too good. 2027 is a very long time, a very very long time when something was made back in like 2022. It's a little weird to me, but I also think that maybe that it isn't the fact that they want to discuss before we go into a second movie. Do we want to put anything in where if we are connecting both of these worlds to kind of thread the needle for future plans or future projects? I feel like that could be a possibility. That's most likely why he wants him to take his time, Matt Reeves. Maybe I don't know, or maybe man just didn't think about making a second script after the first movie. I don't know. I really don't know, but that might be more of a possibility. And I don't know. I really don't know how I feel of the worlds colliding because I like the Batman so much. I don't know enough to feel if I want the Batman to connect to a Superman movie. I don't know enough because from where I'm at, I'm in. I will be seeing the Superman movie, but I still have my worries. I still like the movie could be shit. That's one. Two, the movie could totally like be too stuffed with characters, and I'm worried that it won't focus as much on Superman as the teaser is claiming it probably will. There's worries I have, and I also don't know if after this movie I will care to see other projects in this universe. That's also a fear I have. So I don't know. I'm excited just to see what the movie will be going into the theater. The teaser got me on board, but I still have my fears going into this movie. And rightfully so after DC's track record. And again, people could say it's a new track record with James. I don't like the other two projects he's done. I don't like the Suicide Squad. I didn't like it. You know what I mean? I thought Peacemaker was a fun watch for the first time. I don't think I've never wanted to rewatch it. That's not a good sign. And yeah, I didn't care for Creature Commandos. I didn't even want to go watch Creature Commandos. It just because even when I heard it when it was announced and when I saw a trailer, I was like, yeah, I don't care for this. It's just Suicide Squad, just with a different squad. It's like, how many times are we gonna do the Suicide Squad? We've done it about 3 times now. This is the 3rd time. We're gonna do the 4th time in live action. I'm calling it now. There's only so much where you could keep recycling something over and over again, and it feels like that. Did you already roast my Guy Gardner's hair? Yeah, Guy Gardner's hair. It's accurate, but it looks very weird on screen. And also, I mean, the color's not accurate. It should be orange, but people say that it's like someone said it's like a strawberry blonde or something, where it's like it's still red, but it's blonde, or I don't know. I don't know. That's not bothering me as much. It's more the suit's a little bothering me. But like I said, it's not enough where I'm not gonna want to go see the movie. especially as a Superman fan, I'm happy. I'm happy there's going to be a movie. I will watch the movie. Will you best believe this movie has to hit like a pinnacle because Superman and Lois just ended, and that's a high bar. And again, there might be people out there that might want to ignore that factor, but I'm not going to ignore that factor. Superman and Lois set a high bar, and this movie has to hit that bar. If it doesn't, I will be the one to tell you guys how how I feel. You know what I mean? I'm going to give my honest opinion. But yeah, that's kind of my take on that with the whole Batman thing, because I did hear about the Batman thing. I didn't post about it, but I was like, I did hear about it. I've been real busy today. I didn't really get a chance to like post things, because I was recording all day. So, what's up, Bethany? Nice to see you. Let's just go on my page and let's just see if we see any other news, because this stream's for anything, watching Legend unboxings and reacting to news and a whole bunch of different things. Superman and Lois has the best written Superman adaptation. You're right, exactly. It has to hit that bar. I don't want to hear the idea, and I know there's gonna be people who are saying that, well, that's CW. You know what I mean? This movie will do better. You can't think that. Like, you can't. The movie might not do that. Like, the show hit a high bar. Like, that was the best Superman anything we've had for a very long. I don't know. We've had since, like, in my personal opinion, Superman Returns or like Smallville or something like that. It's been a long time. So that's why I was so happy when Superman and Lois came out, and I've been a diehard defender of Superman and Lois. My reviews of Superman and Lois the last few seasons are up on my channel because I loved that show. And that was the first time I felt like I can actually express my happiness about Superman. So that's why the show meant so much. And also, I said, and you guys are probably wondering, I did do a review. It was a community post review, but I wanted to sit back, relax, and actually just watch the final season and kind of take it in, because I was like, I don't want to feel like I have to go and review it right away and go on camera. I just want to sit and embrace it and just enjoy it every week. And that's what I did. But I still did a sum up review of how I felt, and I think they smashed it. And you know what I mean? Superman is my favorite DC character. I mean, come on. Favorite DC character. I love Superman. And when you think of superheroes, you think of Superman. It is a known thing. Love him. I'm actually debating going into the 2025. I'm actually thinking about getting a Superman suit. My first ever actual like Superman suit, like good quality everything. I'm debating on what suit I want to get. I'm debating. I'm trying to find a really good one, because I want it to look nice. If I could get a Superman and Lois suit that was good quality, I'd rock that. I'd get it in a heartbeat. Like, for sure. To be honest, I've never seen the Batman. Crimson, it's good. The Batman's really, really good. I believe it's on HBO Max still. I believe. And I think it's also on Netflix. Let's keep going. The Red Hulk CGI looks great. The Red Hulk CGI does look great. On another topic, because they've been releasing more pictures for Captain America Brave New World, and it looks great. I have no complaints. I think it looks phenomenal. And I can't believe there's a lot of people out there that says it looks bad. It makes me question what CGI they think looks good, because this is great. Like, look at the detail work on the beard, the stubble, the ingrown hair, everything. Like the definition on the creases when he's like angry, like everything, the pores, everything, the veins, everything. They did a phenomenal job. The hair. People really, like, you gotta give credit where credit is due. This shit looks good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this movie. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Early 2025 is gonna be a banger. It's only gonna get better as we progress going into 2025. So I can't wait. There's gonna be a lot of movie reviews coming here. There's gonna be a lot of reactions coming over to the Patreon. What is someone saying? Robert Pattinson will be the almost same age as Ben Affleck was in Batman v Superman when Batman 2 releases. Damn, someone did. Oh, bro, why does someone have to do him like that? It's crazy. I want Red Hulk to act like the Incredible Hulk from 2007 movie. He might. I mean, I do not see that in the trailers. Like, he looks like he's just rage. So, I mean, rightfully so. I think if anybody should be acting like that, it's definitely the Red Hulk. So, yeah. I think there's gonna be mad destruction too with Red Hulk like breaking out and everything. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh, interesting. I guess the dude behind the Flash, I guess, or behind Brave and the Bold, or is he still doing the Brave and the Bold? The dude that did the Flash, I guess so. Which I don't know. I think that's a terrible mistake, but yeah. Um. Someone. Okay, wait a second. Is everybody? Did everybody watch episode 6 of What If? Because when I did see here, they're talking about something, and I want to address it because my mouth dropped when I heard it. And again, this doesn't mean for necessarily happening in our universe, but it's not saying it won't happen in our universe. But yeah, I kind of want to talk about it. But if not, if you guys aren't caught up yet, we won't talk about it. Maybe I'll wait to do it in my sum up review, or you guys can remind me. Because at the end of What If on Sunday, I am actually thinking about doing a live talking about all the episodes and what I think. So stay tuned for that, because we will be going on. I'll go on Disney Plus. I'll pop up the episode. Like I'll just like look. I'll like point to them and we'll talk about the episode, or I'll just search up the episode and then we'll get pictures and we'll talk about it there. But there's something that happens in episode 6 of What If that I was kind of like, oh shit, like they just mentioned a character and I think I know what they're trying to do, which makes me very, very happy. What happened? I don't care about What If, but I want to hear about it. Not only did his jaw drop, his mouth did. Look at this. So we are going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it real quick. If I could find it again. I had it. Where was it? Was it up here or was it down here? Might have been this. Okay. Someone said, wait, hold on. Western Iron Fist, hello? Yeah, they said you got a name. Yeah, right? And then Kate Bishop says that kid's got some iron fists on him. I was so happy. I was like, no shot. I was like, this is sick. So that made me very happy. I thought that was sick. I thought that was cool. The fact that they mentioned Iron Fist, I thought it was sick. And I was like, okay, this kid's probably going to become Iron Fist, which is sick. I was like, that's fire. And I believe if I'm correct, I can't remember. Is that the new Iron Fist as of right now that takes the mantle after Danny Rand? I couldn't remember. I was like, clearly he's in. They're mentioning Iron Fist. But I can't remember if I'm correct. But I flipped out. I was like, no way. I was like, this is sick, because I don't know if they're going to keep Danny Rand's Netflix Iron Fist and then they're going to do a passing of the torch. I don't know if they're going to do that, but if they do that, it's going to be fire. But why does it matter if it ain't canon? Well, I'm saying in the fact of it makes me excited, but I don't think it is. This is canon to our 616 timeline or in our world. It's not. It's like it's definitely not. It's like in a different universe. But it still made me happy. That's what I'm saying. It still made me happy because like I think it will hopefully still happen where we will get, because again I'm kind of over the Danny Rand thing, especially because they are canonizing Netflix. They are doing it. So I would appreciate if we did a passing of the torch and we don't have what's his face, Danny, as like Finn Jones back as Danny Rand. I would just appreciate if there was a passing of the torch. And I know there's another Iron Fist in the comics, and I believe I think that's his name. I could be totally wrong. What's his name? Did it make you stand up and clap at 3 a.m.? I didn't watch it at 3 a.m. I haven't been watching What If at 3 a.m. because it's late as shit. I haven't even been staying up until 3 a.m. And last night I was working on organizing my Marvel Legends containers. So yeah, I didn't even want to stay up until 3 in the morning. I just did a full binge of starting from episode 2 on to episode 6 today for my Patreon because I missed out on a couple of episodes because Christmas was on Wednesday. Thursday, I went over here to my sister's, helping her out and kind of sorting some things upstairs in my studio and things. So I've just been busy, but I was so glad that I finally got a chance to you know, watch it. Let me see something. Lin Lee, formerly known as the Sword Master, become the February. Okay. I hope we get this. You said Lin Lee was outside just as a shout from his. Okay, cool. Is that okay? Recast Danny. Maybe Shamik, the only one to stay up at 3 until 3 a.m. for Haley Steinfeld. I mean, damn. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope we get speak of Iron Fist. Who do you main on Marvel Rivals? I don't even play Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna be honest. I tried Marvel Rivals once and I was done. I was like, this ain't for me. I was like, I'm not doing this. It reminds me so much of Overwatch. I can't. It's just too sweat. I don't even want to. Took one game and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I was like, I'm not doing this. I was like, there's just so much. They overcomplicated it. I was like, why do you have to do certain things to enjoy this game? I'm like, why can't you just get your character and fight people? Why can't we just do that? It was weird. It's like they want you to do certain things. There's certain like power ups and things. I'm like, you overdid it. I just don't like it. Watch the CT Toys Wolverine. Okay, let's watch the CT Toys Wolverine. Let's do that real quick. Marvel Rivals kill Overwatch. Okay, look. No, I'm set. It probably does. I'm just saying there's a lot of comparisons, and I didn't like Overwatch. I don't like games like that are very like competitive shooters. Like you could you could say Call of Duty's that, but Call of Duty's a lot easier. You could say a competitive game is Fortnite, but Fortnite's pretty self-explanatory. All you gotta do is get a gun, run around, shoot people, heal up, you're done. There's so many different things, and they're what's the word, like their power levels and things like that. It's just you have to do certain things. Like one's an archery character, you can only do archery with that character. One's a strength based character. One's a shield based character. It's like you overdid it. You should just be able to pick any character you want, have them have the power that they have, and go kick someone's ass. They over analyzed it, and they took the fun out of it. My friend Troy likes it. My bro Sam likes it. I do not like that game. I just can't find myself to. When I get on the game, there's too much going on. I can't play this game. I'm like, I'm done. Like that's honestly how I feel. It's just too much. It just feels like they overdid it, in my personal opinion. I'm waiting for games like the Wolverine game, or what was it? I forget. It was like what's that Cap Black Panther game called? Like 1943 or 1934. I can't remember. I think it was like 1934. I think that was the title of the game. I'm waiting for that game to come out. Like stuff like that. They're actually like story-based games. I only find myself to enjoy shooter games when it's like something like Fortnite or something like Call of Duty. If it's anything out of that realm, I don't care for it. And I thought I would like Marvel Rivals, but I just the look of it I was like, yeah, I don't really care for it. Okay, I guess do we want to watch Shartimus Prime CT Toys unboxing? We can. There's a comparison. I don't really know if I want to watch that. Um Even though it's, actually, what's this?
Okay, before getting into it, last weekend was Legion's Con, and I spent.
Yeah, you said it's Artemis. All right, what's the comparison? Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Shardimus Prime here, doing another not Marvel action figure review. Oh yeah, this is the unofficial CT Toys Mafex Brown Suit Wolverine. It looks like a very cool figure.
Yeah, Fortnite sometimes had me
Mafex.
heated.
The official version is one of my all-time favorite Wolverine figures.
I never reviewed this. What the hell? How did I never review this?
And I had to pick this up. I bought it from AliExpress. It was like $20 or something like that. And
16?
It's looking pretty good so far, but we won't really know, or I won't really know until I actually open this
Crimson
thing.
Shardimus
The package
Prime.
does look very reminiscent.
He's the one I usually go to
the
watch
one,
reviews
and
and
product shot
unboxings
of
on figures.
Wolverine on this
I
side
usually
as
go to
well.
him.
Whole bunch of product shots on the back. The package did get a bit crushed, so I guess for the price, I can't really complain. It says Wolverine on top, not much more at the bottom. All right, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your actual
blue
Mafex
stripe
figures,
Wolverine?
you can do so.
Dope.
Big. Get your big badass toys at Big Bad Toy Store.
I was about to say, I think if I'm correct, didn't they close down CT Toys because like Marvel Legends got a hold of them? Like, didn't it close down? Correct me if I'm wrong. I heard something saying something got shut
in the
down.
description below.
So here is our CT Toys, not Mafex, Wolverine figure out of the packaging, and I am blown away by this thing.
That looks great.
I don't know what they did. I think they cracked a code here or something like that. This is weird. It's such a cheap figure, and it
looks so good,
mobile.
you're right.
It looks really, really badass.
I need
There
head
are
out,
issues with
peace
it.
out, Zach.
Not
I'll
gonna lie,
see you
right
in
when I opened it,
2027
first
with
thing
the
I did
Batman.
was pop the arm off, and that was tricky to get back on.
I'll see you soon. Thank you, the guy for
stream.
always coming in.
Again, I have had the worst.
They
luck,
made the
dude.
new
What
Actually
bucks?
break
they made
it?
a new store. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you did not. No, you.
So that wasn't pleasant. And I think I had the diaphragm come apart too. But hey, that went right back on just fine. So anyway,
this figure
let's get
looks
a closer
good.
look at the accessories,
Can't
and we'll
lie.
compare them to the Mafex accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. And here are all the accessories except for the heads out of the packaging, and wow, they look very similar to each other. Now you can see that the CT Toys have a darker brown color than we could see from the Mafex.
How are you liking what
and
is so
the
far?
stand right over
BTW?
here,
Okay,
I
so
actually was just
I did not like episode. I don't know. Well, I can't even say I didn't like episode 1. Okay, I liked parts of episode 1. The things I did like were, of course, the scene recreations of Winter Soldier, where like it's actually Sam saying on your left to Bruce instead of Steve saying it to Sam, and it's like they became friends. The same as how Sam and Steve became friends from that moment. And there was a connection there that the reason that Sam had to was like becoming friends with Bruce is the same connection why Steve became friends with Sam. Is because like he knew what it was like being being in the AA meet, or what was it? Like the being kind of like not a therapist, but being in that meeting, he was connecting to Bruce. I liked that part. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The title of the episode was like, what if Hulk fought the Mech Avengers? Hulk never fought the Mech Avengers. I thought that was stupid. And also, technically, Hulk, I think, the Hulk's already fought a mech suit, which of course was Age of Ultron. So it wasn't very new. Now, going on to episode 2, I really liked episode 2. I thought it was really good. I liked the idea of the whole Kingo and Agatha thing. I thought that was cool. And I was like, I like what they did here. That was a fun episode. I really enjoyed it. Episode 3, I loved. I thought it was cool of the idea of like, what if someone stopped the Winter Soldier from doing the thing that they would do to kind of cause all this shit to kind of go down. I thought that was cool to have Red Guardian be in there to prevent that, and it's like they became friends. And I loved that. I thought that was cool. Episode 4, I don't even want to talk about it. That was the Howard the Duck episode with Darcy. That shit was weird. I don't want to go into any further than that. I don't know someone at Marvel that made that episode should be fired probably for making that episode, because come on now. That was wrong. No, going on to episode 6. Episode 6 is definitely teetering with me. I want to put it above episode 2, but I'm okay with leaving it at episode 3, but I loved it. Episode 3 was great. I thought it was great. Episode 3, probably my favorite as of now. Episode 3, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And that's what If should be about. Stuff like that. Stuff like episode 2. Stuff like episode 6 was new, and definitely there really wasn't a what if aspect to it, but it was fun for having an episode, not even really be a what if episode, but just be a fun episode. That was cool. There could be episodes like that in What If, but they need to like be entertaining. They might not need to make much sense, but it needs to be entertaining. So I liked episode 6 a lot. But I'm saying episode 3 was probably the best What If episode we've had in a while, in my personal opinion. I agree. I agree with you saying like episode 3 is your like probably your favorite. You said yeah, the Bruce and Sam stuff made sense in terms of therapy and connection. That's what I really liked, because I think that's why Sam and Steve got along and they became friends, is the connection. Sam knew what it was like for Steve on the saying, oh yeah, it's your bed, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's you coming back, you know what I mean? And it feels like you're laying on the marshmallow. Like he had that connection. That's why they became friends. And I feel like that was the same way for him and Bruce, is that he connected with Bruce and all that, and I liked it. I liked that connection aspect. I thought that made sense. You said they were smoking some insane stuff with the Howard the Duck episode, laughing my ass off. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. It shit was weird. I think you episode 5. I think you episode 5. You see a Matt Murdock cameo with him sitting at the table in the Howard the Duck episode. I did not. Dope. And it reminded me why ending this show after 3 seasons is pretty dumb. Yeah, I really wish we could keep going, because now we have characters like Matt. We have characters like, we finally are starting to get a footing, and it just kind of bums me out, but it is what it is. Still gotta watch today's Cowboy episode. Okay. The thing I will say about today's episode 6, the fight choreography went crazy. For an animated show, this is probably the best fighting we've had, I want to say, in any animated show. I'm gonna be honest. Like any animated show with like Marvel, I think this it was the best, or probably the best fighting we've seen in What If. It was cool. And of course is a Shang-Chi based episode. Sick. So sick. I thought they got really fun and creative with this episode. So yeah, it was a good episode. What's your endless possibilities? My guy is a liar. I know, right? It feels like, again, we got our footing, but it's ending. I know, it's weird. I feel the same way you feel. I wish they'd keep it going. I just wish that they had some people that actually got some more creative team behind it, because I feel like sometimes they just, I don't know. I feel like they just don't know the understanding of What If sometimes. I wish that they just knew better.
Ready to toss this right when I saw it. I didn't like the one that came with the Mafex because it has this big old clamp right over here. This actually functions way better than I thought it would. You have to pick these off and put them in yourself, and unlike the SH3 Arts version, these are a perfect fit. They actually clamp onto the figure very nicely. I actually like this stand more than the official Mafex one, and I love this stand. All the joints are nice and firm, and you can loosen and tighten with the screws right over there, and you have these 4 ports to choose from, which is great. You also get a resealable plastic bag in case you want to put them in there, and I think that's actually kind of cool. It's a cheap little plastic bag, but hey, it's resealable.
Oh, did they?
They're not getting these little plastic things that come with the Mafex figures, and you can see that the Mafex hands are a little bit cleaner, or just a whole lot cleaner than the silver that we see here on the CT Toys hands.
I just wish that they wouldn't drop episodes at 3 in the morning. I find that that's not a good time to drop episodes. It's actually not the worst out of the examples I have for you right here, but you do get the relaxed hands right here. I mean, yeah, you can see it right over there. A little bit sloppy, but again, for the price, I mean, it is a very bit sloppy on some of them, but look at these claws. They did such a good job on the claws. I'm actually really impressed that they came out even and everything, and the silver on these claws look really good too. These claw hands are what's going to be on the figure for the most part. Spider-Man?
Same arch and everything. Here's the official ones. So
but I don't think I've seen the regular one. Looks a little bit more consistent
with the paint. I will say the spacing on the Mafex is a little bit better though. Yep, I mean, the price difference, right? You would expect that. This figure is hard to shoot because of this yellow color over here, but you can see we do get some orange fading over there that does look pretty good. Comparing it to the official version, they are so close. This one does have more orange in it though, and I think it looks better for sure. You get the unmasked head right here. There's the inside of that. Here's the official version, and a lot more blue in the hair with the CT Toys version. I like the flesh tone more on the official version as well, but wow, that's a lot of blue, which actually does look cool. It looks very comic booky. I don't like how shiny the face is, but it's not too bad. It's just the eyebrows should be blue, right? I don't know. A little bit of blue on the eyebrows with this one too, though. So I see how that happens. But it's much more subtle than it is on this one right over here. You get the cowl down pieces, which this one has paint. Mafex has paint. No paint on this one. Eyes look a little bit better on the official version. Plastic feels about the same quality. I don't know. There's something that's just slightly thinner about the CT Toys version, but it still has the paint on it, which I think is so cool. So it still has the fade on there. This one just looks better. Batman. Looking at the rest of the figure, it's really these butterfly joints that stand out the most to me that look really bad. I don't know if you can see those seams as well as I can, but when I hold up the figures side by side, that's how I immediately know which one I'm looking at. The butterfly joints don't look nearly as bad on this one than they do on this one right over here. And that's what came off on me right away. There's a ball peg that goes in right underneath right there. This did split right there, so yeah, it did not look too good.
You want them to make
but I was able to put it back together. The hair looks all right. I just don't like this little thing of yellow. It looks like shark going through there. It's like a little stain. This one, not so great either, but better. It just looks a whole lot better to me on the arms. This one just stands out more. Yeah, it doesn't blend in with the hair nearly as much. And then the torso, my biggest gripe right here is really this belt system. This keeps sagging on me, and I have to dig in and look around and make sure everything is lined up the way it's supposed to. So that's unfortunate. It feels like this lower torso is a little bit longer than it needs to be. This one feels nice and stumpy. I'll do a size comparison in a moment. A lot of people are saying the CT Toys one is just a little bit shorter, which is a good thing, I think. What's bad is that we got a scuff just opening it out of the box. The legs don't really have as much fade paint going on, or, you know, that gradient orange over it like how the official one does. Doesn't look awful, but you can see it just doesn't have as much paint. And then the boots look pretty good right over here. Not a whole lot to say. I will say that I had a toe joint that was pretty stiff, but I was able to get that loosened up. And when you're...
I mean, we have the X-Men 97 Gambit. I don't think that articulation's too half bad, but... Then again, I don't know. I'm not really posing him around. So, yeah, I guess it probably could do some better. Maybe without the stiff... the stiff jacket. Maybe if they made like a cloth jacket, it would be a lot better with the movement with the Gambit figure, but I don't know if they're ever gonna make one. I find at Marvel Legends they don't really make cloth anything. It's all plastic, so I don't know. Maybe that's something they should start doing.
You're swapping the hands, it's not nearly as smooth as swapping the hands on the Mafex version. When you swap the hands on the Mafex version, it's very smooth, like butter. When it comes to the functionality of the articulation, it's actually pretty good aside from the parts that fell off, which I was able to put back on again. There are ball pegs underneath the armpits here, and that's where I had to plug those butterfly joints back into. But you still get the great range of movement with the head over here. And you have to make sure the neck is tucked in. You'll look down all the way. Oh gosh, that got a little bit stuck on me now. Some parts are going to get really stiff. It doesn't move as fluid as the official version, but it does give you...
I hate on Mafex when they add the stupid ball joint to put the head on. It's so hard. It's so flimsy. I feel like I'm going to break it anytime I try putting a head on. It's so small. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I also don't think... Another thing I don't like about about Mafex is that there's so many articulation cuts all over the body that, like, it just doesn't look good. I find it when they put so much, like, joint movement, it just doesn't look good to me. It's like you really need to care for maneuvering figures and actually posing them for you to like something like that. For me, I don't really like it. I don't like when my figure has so many lines on it because it just doesn't look good. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of glad. Sometimes it's like, I'm glad that I only have, like, one Mafex because, I don't know. The only other Mafex I can think about getting is the classic Daredevil Mafex. But even then, it's like, I don't want to spend that much for a figure when I could probably get the figure if they would just re-release a classic-looking Daredevil figure for, like, $25 or $24. Like, I'd rather not spend, like, $60 or $50. You know what I mean? You said they made a cloth cape for Doom and Odin and Death head, not bendy, weird, sadly. Okay, bendy wire, you mean, or not bendy, weird, sadly. Okay, you said there's a way to put a Mafex head on a Marvel Legends, huh? There's a way to put the Mafex head on a Marvel Legends. What, you like, sand down the ball joint? Is that how you do it? I've seen people do that.
View all the movement that you
And
got
custom
with that
jobs.
figure. It does feel shifty right over here, and it's squeaky. You can see the metal pins sticking out a little bit right here. I don't know if you can see it from over there, but yeah, it doesn't look as flush as it does right here with the official version, and the knee pads kind of stick out a little bit more on this one than they do on the, I mean, look at that gap. But I've had that happen to me before with official Mafex figures, and it's just on this left knee, not on the right knee. So yeah, that's a bummer. I think the most troubling part of the articulation for me is dealing with the belt and this lower ab crunch. It can be a little tricky to work with right there. I mentioned had a stiff toe joint, but overall this is working out very well for me. I really had a good time posing this figure around. This is a bit more squeaky than the original version. This one doesn't make so much noise. It's just a lot more fluid.
There's not much of a difference between that. It's crazy. Between the Mafex and the CT, there's not much of a difference.
For the most part. No, I didn't break it. Just noticing nice paint right here on the ribs, too. I didn't notice that before. We don't get that paint on this one right over there. He doesn't have rib paint. Measure out this CT Toys Wolverine figure. You can see that he's
like, you can't
standing
look
at
at that
around
and tell
the
me that's
6-inch
not a
mark
Mafex.
right over there
like,
to the top of
that's how
that
good
mask
that they're
here.
getting.
And here's the CT Toys Wolverine next to the Mafex Wolverine. We have the official version.
CT, Mafex. Not much of a difference. That's pretty crazy. Mafex. I'm not gonna lie with you. You might go out of business. Maybe. I don't know. Because when you got CT Toys that can come up with a great, like, you can't tell the difference. The only thing you can tell is the skin color on the face, on like the mouth, is the only difference I can really tell here. And maybe a thicker X on this. Other than that, yeah. It's crazy. When I get the blue suit Wolverine, tell you if it's good. Definitely do so. I've always been afraid to get CT Toys. I don't know why. I've heard a lot of people say that, like, I don't know if this is true, but some people will say like it's bad chemicals in the plastic, which kind of concerns me. Like, people will say that. And that's always my fear, is if I get one, is the chemicals bad to the point where it'll cause harm? People say no, but there's a lot of people that say it's not. Like, they use bad plastic or bad chemicals in the plastic, and it says you should wash off your figure. Because I guess someone said that there's lead inside the plastic or something. Like, I don't know. Someone said some shit like that, and I was like, I'm skeptical, but watch it on stream. This guy does crazy custom. I think I know the person you're talking about, because I've come across this person. But yeah, I don't know. I've always you said that's not true. Okay, because I've heard people say that, and I was like, I don't know if I believe that. And I've always been wanting to do it, because I know they have a CT Toys Daredevil that looks just like the Mafex. So I'm actually tempted. To do it, because yeah,
next to the phony
like
right there.
too.
And wow, they are so similar. Like, when you see them side by side like this is just so crazy to see. They are so similar, and I do like that it's a little bit smaller. That actually works for me. I don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
much of a
say this is a better
here.
figure over this one. This one's just easier to work with and just looks better.
There's a video
But,
about it. Okay.
oh my God, for the price, you just cannot beat it. And here's our CT Toys Wolverine next to the official Mafex Cyclops. And damn, they just...
I thought that they were gonna say this is the CT Toys Wolverine, like CT Toys Cyclops. I was gonna say, hey, yo, that looks good. But I think you did say, Jimmy, did you say that you want them to make a CT Toys Cyclops? If it looked anything like that, ooh, I'd probably cop.
fit in
Probably
nicely together over here. I mean, it
Even though I
is
already
the same
have
figure,
one,
just redone,
which
but
is Marvel
holy
Legends.
shit. Yeah, the scale
Probably
looks
buy
pretty
it.
good. Then here's the CT Toys Wolverine next to my Marvel Legends brown suit Wolverine. Then here's CT Toys Wolverine next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Okay, you, sir, are no letdown. And I have a whole lot of experience with being a letdown and seeing some letdowns, but you are no letdown. I take this beating today in gratitude and in honor, sir. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video.
All right. Yeah, shout out to Shardimus Prime. Always comes in with the good videos. So shout out to him. I'm gonna actually go to the Discord. Let me go to the Discord. Discord real quick. All right. Human. Alrighty. Let me go to here. Let's go to Marvel Legends.
Quick look at CT Toys Wolverine plus the mod to use Legends hits. Right out of the box, he's the perfect scale with Marvel Legends. Looking great beside other Legends Wolverines with his long, straight claws. But once again, his unmasked hit looks soft compared to other Legends hits. He comes with all the articulation that you'd expect out of the Mafex.
I might cop, even though I already have a rogue, I would
but nothing that will break. A little silicone grease or shock oil will go a long way. Some loose joints like the shoulders on the previous CT Toys are now fixed. There's subtle shading on his body to bring out some of the muscle definition, but the different shade of blue on his ankle, while functional, looks really ugly. Jumping into the head mount, let's get some silicone tubing of 2mm thickness, cutting it to size and taking out a section of it on its circumference, squeezing it into the Legends head, and now it sits nicely and poses well. I had a lot of fun filming this video with the CT Toys Wolverine in hand. We're looking forward to this compared to other Legends hits.
I love my Secret Wars Wolverine brown suit fire figure. I'm so glad I got that
all
figure.
The articulation that you'd expect out of the Mafex, plus a little bit more. Some joints are a little tight, but nothing that will break. A little silicone grease or shock oil will go a long way. Some loose joints like the shoulders on the previous CT Toys are now fixed. There's subtle shading on his body to bring out some of the muscle definition, but the different shade of blue on his ankle, while functional, looks really ugly. Jumping into the head mount, let's get some silicone tubing of 2mm thickness, cutting it to size and taking out a section of it on its circumference, squeezing it into the Legends head, and now it sits nicely and poses well.
That's actually genius. I don't know why I've never thought about that. That's actually sick because it expands. Wow. And it can be tight. So depending on what the ball joint is, it would do whatever. That's actually cool. Where do you get silicone tubing? I don't know if where do you get something like that? Probably an arts and crafts store, like a Michael's or a something. Damn. What other videos does dude have? Playlists? Okay. Are these all customs he does? Does he have a playlist for customs? I don't want to play all. Oh, okay. Is it probably Amazon? Okay, yeah, that too. I was thinking probably Amazon as well. Oh, here's the clip. Okay, let's watch this clip. I want to watch this clip for the latest episode of What If. Let's do that real quick. And then we're going to watch another figure video, but I want to watch this real quick.
I think one thing we can all agree on, no one snaps like Thanos.
What? We said no duck wrists.
Duck wrists are a skill, not a power.
It's totally a power.
Not so.
It is somewhat a power.
So, not
a Storm.
Totally a power.
I finished analyzing the shards we collected from 625. We are looking at broken pieces of the fifth dimension itself.
Hey,
The last time something like this rained down on the multiverse,
Infinity Ultron blasted through the observational plane and nearly destroyed all of existence.
All right, hey. Not on my duck wrist.
Marty!
Just being myself here.
And goal!
Hey, we
There's
said
Kahari.
no powers.
Portals aren't powers. They're ancestral gifts.
I heard we're going to be seeing Kahari in something. I can't remember what it is. Or no, maybe the voice actor of Kahari. Yeah, she was in. I think she was in Echo. Yeah. She made her first like live action debut in Echo, but she wasn't playing the same character. It would be cool to see that character though in like Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. That would be fire. You said I want Storm to have her own episode. That would be sick. I don't think that will be the case though, because clearly it's Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill. Wait, what do you mean Beta Ray Bill? Huh? Oh, the Beta Ray Bill. Yeah. The little toy, the little foosball thing. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool thing. Wow. This has like, of course it. I mean, I think this is probably the episode people are most excited about because we're gonna have the Mighty Storm in this. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. This be interesting. All right. I'm trying to think of some other figure videos to watch. Yo, bet. Actually, Jamigi, have you done wait a second. Have you ever done a Marvel Legends collection tour? I'm just curious. That's what you should be doing, dude. Like, I would love to see you like do a tour of your figures. Like, that would be sick. Okay, so we could watch the Chameleon unboxing. I think my bro ordered this recently. Are these figures overrated? Okay, Randy Martin hot takes. Okay, I have not. You should. You definitely should, Jamiki, bro. I love your collection, and I don't know if you want to ever start YouTube or start a channel, but you should. I mean, you clearly love Marvel Legends just as much as I do. I think you could kill it. I think you could kill it. You've done customs before. You could show off your custom, paint work on your figures or how to do some custom job. Like, I could see your channel being very, very successful. I don't know if that's what you want to do for a living, but I think you would kill it. I actually want to watch that. What's the one dude that like talks about like here it is. Here he is displaying model behavior. Okay. Has he done any new videos? Displaying model behavior 2024 Christmas special part 3. Oh. Interesting. What's this? Displaying model behavior 2024 Christmas special part 1. Let's watch this. I see Marvel Legends, so he's talking about Marvel Legends. We'll check it out. I don't know. Maybe this is other stuff or part of different stuffy model display behavior. Yeah. It's Christmas. Like, is it him showing off his collection? This is long, dude.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to the Model Behavior Christmas Special.
What is this?
The third year in a row, I put out the call to you guys to tell me what your favorite action figure of 2024 was, and my goodness, you did not disappoint. You had me worried for a minute when we got to mid-December, and I was like, whew, geez, things are looking a little sparse right about now.
Oh, it's them showing off. I get it. Did he ask them to make a video? Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna sit and watch that because it's probably God knows how long, but it's cool though. It's about Marvel Legends, other stuff. Okay. All right, yeah. I'm not gonna watch it because it seemed like a long video, but that's pretty cool. The top 100 greatest Marvel Legends ever of 2025. Okay, I think I've seen that video. Looks very familiar. Damn, he has like no new videos. Okay. At least ones that I know I would want to watch. Marvel Legends worst action figures of 2024. Spider-Man, X-Men, Avengers. Why are you saying worst? CT Anti-Venom? Okay, let's see that. CT Toys Anti-Venom? Or Agent Venom? Is that what you're saying? Are we talking about this? Anti-Agent Venom.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to a special episode of Displaying Model Behavior where I'm going back to Dance with Who Brung Me. I'm doing an action figure review. I know I haven't done these in ages, but I have this not Revoltech Agent Anti-Venom that was sent to me, and I thought this actually deserves a little video because I'm genuinely surprised at the quality that comes with this bad boy, because I have recently had my encounters with knockoff products, but this is something a little bit different. I'm genuinely surprised at how much bang you get for your buck. I'm sure Revoltech don't like hearing these things. Like, what? The cheaper knockoff version is pretty good? Yeah, it is. You want to hear about it? Here it goes. So here is CT Toys Agent Anti-Venom. I'm going to call it CT Toys. That's the main logo on the box besides, you know, the Revoltech one. And then, of course, out of the packaging, we've got this great looking Agent Anti-Venom. I'm so surprised at what we've got with the quality here. So let's take a closer look at it. First of all, the box itself is very nice, done in the same Revoltech style that we've come to expect. The artwork on the front and back are taken directly from, I think, the not Maximum Carnage, Absolute Carnage storyline, where Flash Thompson comes back as Agent Anti-Venom, only to get promptly killed off before he's inevitably resurrected in the King in Black storyline. Just had to get my Venom storyline straight there.
Hey,
but that's enough about the history.
All the stuff
Let's look at the figure itself. And you can see that like the proof is in the picture right here. But they can be deceiving too. Knockoffs can look far from good, but good from far. Or scratch that, reverse it. You know what I'm saying? Good from far,
I'm
but
shocked
far from good.
that
For something that might not be made with the most classic kind of factory standards, I don't know where knockoffs are made, but I imagine it's not quite as high end as your Revoltex and your Mafex's factories. But everything here fits really well. Every little joint and piece
That's
and
scary
accessory
how good
plugs
these
into where it's
figures
supposed
look.
to be
It's
with just
crazy.
enough resistance for you to know that it's going to fit without you having to really jimmy it. And there's nothing that's so loose that it's going to just fall out of place, which is more than I can say for some mainstream figures. Occasionally you'll get things like SH Figure Arts or other high-end company figures that can barely hold their accessories. I'm looking at you, Guts from Berserk. Yes, I'm still salty about that. One of the most important things is, of course, the stiffness of the joints. You've got to have that kind of security in the joint so he can stand up and he's not just flopping up and down like a marionette. This, I wouldn't say is buttery smooth, but it feels good. It feels like it's built to last. And that's so surprising. I was totally thinking he was just going to be some flippy floppy thing when I got him out of the box.
It's crazy
but he
to me
really
how
he
the
holds
terms
together
of detail
nicely.
that CT Toys has, it's not bad. And the fact that's what I honestly think that if things keep going the way they're going, and if actually CT Toys starts doing things before Mafex starts doing things in terms of figures, and they start bringing figures before, because there's a lot of figures that like we want Marvel Legends to make, or we want Mafex to make, but if CT Toys is going to swoop in and make these figures cheaper and actually make the ones we actually want, that's a big problem on their behalf of, because it stops them from making money. So I mean, it's good for us, but it sucks for them. So that's the one thing, is that it's just not good for the Mafex business and in the Marvel Legends business. But I don't know. For me, with Marvel Legends, I don't see very much in terms of CT Toys. I don't see as many Marvel Legends where over at CT Toys where I'm like, oh, I'd get that. You know what I mean? Of a figure that I don't really have, especially if it's new. But there's a lot of Mafex figs where I'm like, I don't want to pay that price, but if I was going to get one, I'm going to go to CT Toys. And I think for the Daredevil one, I want that Mafex Daredevil, but honest to God, if I could get something that looks good, looks just like it, but cheaper, I'm about to cop it. I'm about to go for it because, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, Mafex, like, they got to look into the perspective of, if there's a company out there that's going to do it cheaper, but it looks just as good as yours and they're doing it cheaper, people are going to choose the cheaper option. And I think this is a call of the Mafex to bring down the prices a bit, because 60, 70, $100 for a figure is ridiculous. Hate to say it. It's just, especially for the height of these figures. No, like, some of them are just so small. It just doesn't compare.
And then, speaking of holding together, he does have things that fall off, like his holsters and whatnot. But I think that's actually adding to the Revoltech authenticity. that bits fall off all over the place, because that's always going to be something with the Revoltech style, is they just have these accessories that are held in with small pegs. And as long as you push it in nice and tight, he'll pose perfectly well. But if you're manhandling him like a clumsy child, as I am off to do, then things might start falling off. Having said that, though, these tendrils, they're stiff. Man, they're really stiff, and they're beautifully articulated with 1, 2, 3 articulation points. So you can really have them coming all the way inside of the figure, or you can have them sprawling out wide. If you do, you're going to need a lot of space to actually display this guy. The texture of the plastic is what I find really interesting. Yeah, because I'm a grown man who finds the texture of plastic interesting. I'm a great first date. I should put that on Tinder. Likes the texture of plastic. Oh, actually, that would be a very specific kink, wouldn't it? Anyway, I digress. It feels like a little bit kind of rubbery to the touch, which isn't a bad thing, because I got this absolute piece of garbage, not Revoltech, Agent Venom off of Temu, and that was just, it just felt like brittle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was awful.
They're making money. I don't think they are.
But this feels like it's got staying power to it. This feels like it's going to survive the test of time. And you can see from his pose with his tendrils coming out here, he actually holds his position really, really well, because that's the main thing with knockoff figures, is that they're very loosey-goosey. Things tend to just drop off, and you can't hold arms up, and the legs don't support them. This dude can hold his own weight, and that's a big thumbs up right there. Revoltech figures are always a little bit funny, the way that their joints tessellate and slide in and out of place. It's a little bit like a Rubik's Cube, but that is the Revoltech style, which is what this company seems to be mirroring so well. And of course, something else that is in line with the Revoltech style is that accessories can pop off and fall off a little bit easily, which I think is just a slavish attention to detail by these guys.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, if we're going to mimic Revoltech, we're going to do it right, so bits and pieces can fall off. But that's more of a posing option, because you can have the holsters with the guns on there or not. Plus, the little guns, you have like half a gun that goes into the holster, so it just makes ease of use a little bit better. When I was first unboxing this guy, I was like, wait a minute, what are these half guns? Do they snap onto the other gun to make a bigger gun? No, they're just for the holsters. Makes a lot more sense. Then while we're talking about guns, the grenade launcher looks good. It's all just one piece of molded plastic. There's no paint or extra details on there. Obviously, some gunmetal kind of paint would be quite nice. If you're a customizer, you could always whack a bit of dry brushing on there if you wanted to. But it certainly does the job nicely, and his hands grip the gun well. The blast effects for the guns are great. They just fit over the entire front muzzle of the gun, so it's not like a little pin that goes into the barrel. It just covers the whole front of it, and it works really well. Just like a Revoltech figure, a whole bunch of extra hands. Although when you look at some of them, you can see the difference of the quality between a legitimate Revoltech and something that's an imitation. The quality of the molding isn't as sharp as you would get from a legit product. The fingers, in some cases, feel a little bit kind of close together. Like, it's not as pristine. It's like watching something in 4K and then regular television. I think that's a pretty fair comparison. But again, it does the job for the price point that you're paying. And then I said I was going to go head to toe, and instead we're jumping about all over the place, as I am off to do. But let's talk about the eyes. While we're talking about accessories, the eyes have it. The different eyes are nice to have, but in no way essential. You can swap about the looks, of course, and maybe for photography, if you want to play about with things, that's kind of fun. But really, anything besides the jet black full lenses just looks like a gimmick, and to my eye, I see it and go, yeah, but that's not what it should be. You know what I mean? Going down the body, the Revoltech style of articulation is a funny one, and you might like it, you might not. He's got these whole separate shoulder blades that rotate individually on their own, and it's a way of doing articulation, I guess. It's not a butterfly joint, it's just its own thing. I don't mind it, it gets the job done. Of course, depending on how you pose him, you do get the huge big dumbbell joints exposed, which I'm not a big fan of, but once again, it's the Revoltech style. What I do think works really well, though, for this particular figure is the fact that he's wearing this symbiote armor. So it kind of works and makes sense the way that armor pieces will slide over one another. It actually fits the design of the character really well. And speaking of the design, the actual symbiote spider in the middle, oof, oh, they've done a good job with this. It's crisp. The paintwork is real crisp. There's no blurring that I can see.
Crispy.
No, I take that back. It's a little bit of blurring, but only if you get out your binoculars can you really see it. If he's on a flight stand, everything else going on there, you can get around it, but there's a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of paint bleeding around the edge of some of the legs. But again, for the price and the knockoff quality, it ain't too bad. It might not be easy to see with this camera and the lighting and the setup, but the pearlescent kind of shading on his armor pieces, mwah, chef's kiss. Really pretty. As we go down the pockets and the pouches, they've all got lovely little bits of detail on there with the satchels and the clasps, and of course the silver as well. Little silver accents on the belt and the buckles going around the thighs. They just make him feel more detailed, more alive. I do dig it. We've also got this alternate head as well, which I don't think mirrors any image he had from the comics. I don't think he's had this look before, but hey, they're having fun with their accessories.
Kind of like the different
eyes. It's a fun option to have. It's always nice to have different options, but I don't think it's essential. I don't think I would want to pose him like this because I want to go for classic Agent Anti-Venom right here. And this is absolutely is that. So as for articulation in itself, I mentioned the weird shoulder joints, which the Revoltech figures always have. The rest of the, hey, they're having fun with their accessories. Kind of like the different eyes. It's a fun option to have. It's always nice to have different options.
Hard,
but I don't think it's essential. I don't think... The rest of the torso, though, great upper torso dumbbell swivel here, and with the hips as well. You've got the good range of motion with the belt kind of covering the waist, so he doesn't have that McFarlane diaper kind of look. The legs at the hips are always going to be a little bit funny to move because, again, it's these weird, these oddly weird but kind of fun Revoltech joints where they cut into the hips and you got to sort of angle it around just the right way, but when you do, you can get the poses that you want to have. I would love just a normal basic thigh cut, especially with characters that have a thigh belt. It's like, that's just screaming out for a thigh cut there, but it's all right. And then another Revoltech style is having the articulation in the belt.
Yo, what's up,
so
Ultra Nerd? How's it going?
Belt to accommodate where you might be moving his hips to, and then readjust it when you've got him posed.
How was your Christmas?
Then going further down, I mentioned the lovely pearlescence and the beetle armor texture. The shin guards have all that. They look lovely. A little bit of toe articulation too, so you can put him in more kind of dynamic, believable running poses. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. So impressed, so I think it's time we gave this guy a grade. So for the not Revoltech knockoff Agent Anti-Venom, I'm going to give this guy 4 out of 5 stars. I did not think that I would give a knockoff product such a high score, but for the price point and what seems to be a surprisingly high level of quality, I think he deserves all 4 of those. It's a real surprise. And folks, that does it for this review of Agent Anti-Venom. What do you think about knockoff products? There's a whole bunch of hubbub about CT Toys at the moment. They're doing not Mafex products. And I guess ultimately, morally, I should put my hand up and say, no, knockoffs are bad. If a YouTube channel suddenly sprung up called Daniel's Model Behavior, I'd be like, Chotomate kudasai, what is this? But while we're dealing with action figures that cost so much money anyway, if we can fill in a few gaps in our collection for a few pennies less, it's hard to say no. It really is. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. And actually, to be fair, comment below. Let me know your take on knockoff.
Good video, guys. Good videos, of course, by displaying model behavior. It was a good video. This figure was actually fire. I can't even lie. This was a pretty cool figure. Okay, so I don't really participate in the holidays, but I had a great Wednesday. I made waffles for breakfast. Fire. Waffles are always good. That's what's up. That's what's up. What did you get for Christmas? Did you get anything for Christmas? Let me know. I see you are wearing that. I see you're wearing that fire shirt. I am wearing the Superman shirt. Yes, I am wearing my Superman shirt. We were actually talking earlier about the Superman suit. If you want to go back in the stream, or after the stream's done, we are actually talking about the edit that's been going around on X and going around all over on Instagram of people making the suit without the lines, the suit without the collar, and giving it some muscle definition and making the suit tighter. It looks a lot better. Definitely go check out that segment and let me know your thoughts. You said watch the Car Toys Black Suit Spider-Man or Classic Spider-Man? What's the Car Toys? What? Wait, what? I've seen the Black Suit Spider-Man. I've seen that. I've seen the CT Toys Black Suit Spider-Man Mafex. It looks fire. Looks just like the one Mafex released. I have been tempted, especially has the face sculpt that actually has the symbiote running up his neck and his face, which is fire. I'm tempted. I've been tempted to get that figure. I'm not gonna lie. I've thought about it. We can look up the Spider-Man one. Was it Spider-Man CT Toys? Is it this one? The CT Toys Spider-Man figure is bootleg? Like the comic one? Are we talking about this one? I've seen this. I want this figure. That would be fire. I want that symbiote figure. What's the classic one? Okay. So this one, right? The classic? I think he's doing a comparison. Or he said CT Toys Spider-Man bootleg review. Okay, I guess this was 2 months ago. Let's just check this one out.
3 Spider-Man figures, but only one is the original. Let's check it out. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna take a look at...
Is there one, did like Shardamus make a video? Or like anybody else that we know? Yeah, they're same dude, but they're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, they're working on it. I'm not gonna lie, I love the color. Love the collar. It looks cool. It's definitely not better than the neck showing, but I personally like the Superman suit. It seems fire, not gonna lie. Okay, well, I'm glad you like it. You said yeah. All right, we can watch that one. We can watch that one. CT Toys Spider-Man DSG. Okay, we can watch him. This is the guy who makes CT News. Oh, okay, that breaks CT News. Okay. Cool. I guess then we'll watch his. We'll watch his because we did click it first. We'll watch his.
3 Spider-Man figures, but only one is the original. Let's check it out. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna take a look at the new CT Toys number 185 bootleg of Mafex Spider-Man Classic Costume version. Right away I have to say a big thank you to the guys from CT Toys who sent me this review copy. If you guys want to get this CT Toys KO for yourself, you can do that over the link down in the description. I've linked an AliExpress store that was recommended to me by
the channel gets so big where like they know I like watch and unbox figures here. I want like Marvel Legends. Was it CT Toys, Mafex, whoever you are? If you're like, guys, send it to them. Let them know. Send your boy some figures. I will unbox them and review them. Do it. I will do it. I will gladly
CT Toys themselves. So what we have here in this lineup is obviously CT Toys version in the middle. On the right we have another Spider-Man bootleg, but this is actually an older one. It's number 75 and I got this from AliExpress years ago, but we will compare this guy to CT Toys version here. And on the left we have the original Mafex 185 Spider-Man. So in this video we're gonna review this CT Toys version. We're gonna compare it not just with the original one, but with the previous bootleg that was available on AliExpress as well. So let's get started. As I said, this was sent to me by CT Toys themselves, and this is actually their newest bootleg figure that they've produced and that they sell over on AliExpress. They don't have their official store, so they are selling these through AliExpress sellers. As you can see, the CT Toys box is much slimmer. They are using a different promo shot on the side, the front of the box with this CT Toys logo down here. No Marvel logo here, they used the same shot but much smaller. Here is the top of the box, bottom of the box. There is a nice insert image here in the background. This is how the whole thing looks in the plastic tray. Everything that we got with the original release is also here. This is not a Mafex stand, it's something a little bit different, but hey, it's good that the stand is included. And here is our CT.
You said Christmas was good. My dog just spent the time with the family and friends. How was yours? It was good. It was fairly good. I spent it with the family. We had a Christmas Eve party and then we had Christmas Day. I slept in. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was an okay Christmas. I don't think it was the greatest Christmas I've had, but I don't think it was the worst Christmas. It was all right. You know what I mean? And I think all right's good sometimes. You said I would love to play Fortnite with you. Bet. Okay, for real. Hey, I'm always down to play Fortnite. I mean, I think if I'm correct, I've sent you guys. Wait a second. I think if I'm correct, do I have a lot of you guys on PlayStation? Who here has a PlayStation 5? Let me know, or PlayStation 4 or whatever. It doesn't really matter, 4 or 5, because I play on PlayStation. Gaming stream with the chat would be fire. Yeah, I wanna do a gaming stream. Because I used to do Fortnite gaming streams or chill streams, me playing Fortnite. It hasn't been a minute though. I haven't done that since, I want to say last year or maybe earlier this year. It's been a minute. I want to bring back gaming streams. It just goes with time. But I think going into 2025, I'll have a set day where I do gaming streams. But I'm down the game. If anybody wants to do Fortnite anytime, I'm always down the game. Maybe get like a trios or a squads game. Maybe it could be like Malachi, Jamiggy, and you Ultra Nerd. I would love to do like a squad game of Fortnite. Let's do it. I would love to. I want to add you guys on Fortnite or at you guys on PlayStation. Does anybody here have PlayStation? I can put my PlayStation handle in the Discord or in the I'll put it in the Discord. Let me do that real quick. For anybody that doesn't know it, I'm gonna send it to you guys. Here, if I can remember, I don't want to do that. Let's a way to share it from the PlayStation app. Okay, here, share profile. All right, guys, I'm putting it in the Discord. For anybody that hasn't done so and wants to add me on PlayStation, definitely go do so. I'm gonna do it in the chill category. But I just posted it now over on the Discord. For anybody that wants to add me on PlayStation, definitely do so because I would love to play Fortnite. That'd be a blast. So definitely let me know when you guys are free or anybody wants to play PlayStation or play Fortnite. I'm down. You said or Marvel Rival stream. I don't have a PlayStation. Oh, I got to get back on the game. It's been while since I played, and last time we played, we straight cooked up. Yeah, we kicked ass last time we played, and it's been a minute. I'm ready to play again. Ultra Nerd, if you don't have PlayStation, that's fine. If you have Xbox, we can play on Xbox. Or I mean, if you have Xbox, we can still play on. I can still play on my PlayStation. You can play on your Xbox, because it's cross-platform. I'm just trying to think to myself. My Fortnite handle's the same as my PlayStation one. So if you want to add me on Fortnite, you can do so, and I'll add you later when I go home because I don't have my PlayStation here at the studio. I have it at home. But for anybody that does have PlayStation, you guys can add me through my PlayStation handle. Or if you don't have PlayStation, you have Xbox, add me through the same name I sent over on Fortnite when you put it in the search bar. And I'll add you guys back. Or maybe I'll add you guys back and I'll let you know. So, yeah. But I would love to do a Fortnite stream. That'd be fun.
Toys Spider-Man out of the box. First impressions, the figure looks good. And also, I have to say, the figure feels good. The joints are tight. You can hear the ratchet joint. If you don't like that, you can always use some shock oil. In terms of movement, it feels really good. This is like straight out of the box, you know. It feels really, really good. Quick look at the figure from the back. Let's take a closer look at the details. Here is a closer look at the head sculpt. It looks like everything is sculpted and painted. The web lines look really good. There can be some little missteps, like I'm seeing one here on this part, but that's really nitpicking because those kinds of things can happen on the original releases as well. This head sculpt to me looks just like the original. The rest of the web lines are also relatively well painted. A little bit of paint is missing. It's like that on the original as well, and if that's something that bothers you, you can always paint it yourself. You can always use some kind of Sharpie or something and fill in those black lines. Web lines look good on the neck as well, and then his Spidey symbol on the back is nicely sculpted. It's not perfect, again, a little bit of paint misplacement, and then here is the web around the waist and the hands. Maybe a little bit of darker red is on the hands than on the rest of the costume. Pins are visible. Sometimes this can also happen on the original. I'm not bothered by it. You always have to take into consideration that you are buying a KO here. Don't expect the same quality that you get with the original release. But the mere fact that this is so similar to the original release is by itself a great thing. For those who missed out on this guy and they want him in their collection, a nice replica of that figure for a good price. Everything looks good, the sculpt and the paint, so details are really, really nice. Now let's go quickly through his accessories so that we can finally compare this guy to the original. As already mentioned, he comes with a flight stand that you need to put together. Here is his alternate head. A little bit of a misprint here on the side, but I mean the rest of it looks really sharp. We have wider eyes and then like more angry eyes here. So there, that is. And then he comes with few web effects. You get this for hanging upside down, and then you also get a web for swinging, and then you get a pair of shorter web shooting effects. These loops go around the wrists, and then you get another pair of web shooting effects, but these are longer, and so you get 2 of these and 2 of these. Then you also get few pairs of interchangeable hands. Relaxed hands are already on the figure. There is a pair of web shooting hands, a pair of fisted hands, a pair of web holding hands, a pair of opened wall crawling hands, another pair of those same wall crawling hands but with magnets, and then a pair of alternate feet but also with magnets. So let's check if those stick. First hands, the feet, but can they hold the figure? Let's see, just with the hands, no. Just with the feet, oh, almost, no. But together with hands and feet, yes, it can be done. The magnets had to be aligned perfectly to the surface, but as you can see, it can be done. So yeah, there you go. Not for a long time, but it can be done. Okay, now let's quickly go through his articulation, which should be the same as on the original. He can look down this much, up all the way. He can tilt side to side, rotate 360. Obviously there is a cut in the neck, so you get that extra movement. Squeaky butterfly joint. He can cross his arms across the chest, which is always a good thing. And then back, it doesn't reach much across his back. Arms rotate, they go out all the way. We have a nice butterfly joint, double jointed elbow that goes in all the way, rotation in the wrists, and then standard Mafex type of wrist that moves in any direction depending on how you rotate that wrist. 2 cuts in the torso. This first one gives you rotation, a little bit of movement in all directions, and same goes for the lower joint. So together those 2 joints give you this much movement to the side. He crunches forward this much. Back is even better. We have drop down hips, tie cut and rotation. Legs move out this much, forward, back, double jointed knee. Feet move forward this much, back this much. We have a toe joint and a nice ankle pivot. As expected, the articulation is the same as the left and the previous number 75 Spidey KO from AliExpress. And you can see that this guy is definitely smaller, shorter than both of these guys. Everything is just...
Was this like a Mafex? And is this CT Toys?
Other figures. So here is our City Toys bootleg Spidey next to the original Mafex version on the left and the previous number 75 Spidey KO from AliExpress. And
so Mafex, I thought that was the Mafex, but I guess this is the Mafex?
And you can see that this guy is definitely smaller, shorter than both of these guys. Everything is just shrunk down. The torso is much shorter, the legs as well. You can see the height of the top of the heads, of the shoulders, of the waist where the belt is, the knees, the boots, and then the ankles. It's definitely much shorter, much smaller.
Which is weird. Why is the CT Toys smaller than the Mafex? Because Mafex is pretty freaking small. It's not your average 6-inch figure. It's like 5 inches or lower than that. Because I find it, every time I put a Mafex right up against a normal Marvel Legends, the size difference is insane. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. What? Are they all like that? The smaller than the Mafex? It's weird. Sally, that's CT Toys problem. Yeah, definitely. Let's just pretend it's a teen Spider-Man. We can. It's a teen Spider-Man. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty interesting. I hate the way this one looks, if that was their first attempt or something. I don't know, that's ugly. What's this? We're gonna skip around a bit.
Of number 75, he came with this unmasked Peter Parker head. Even though it's a bootleg, I feel like this is still a nice looking KO. Let's see if this is compatible with this new CT Toys
Some of them are the
Spidey.
same
Yeah, I
height
think
as
that it
Marvel
fits.
Legends.
It fits to this body pretty good. Here is a closer look at both figures, the original and then CT Toys one. I could even say that the lines, the web lines, are done much better on the CT Toys one. The original, they are kind of washed out on some of the spots. Chest Spidey logo looks good on both of them. I think that the size is the same. Here is a look at the back. Do you guys remember when this Mafex original came out? There was this issue of shoulders being turned the wrong way. This, what you see here, should be on the back side of the shoulders. You should switch the two. Turn them around and switch them. I've seen people switching those. It was never something that bothers me, so I didn't do it. CT Toys actually corrected that mistake. The shoulders are turned correctly. Yeah, this is the correct look. They fixed that issue, but then created another issue with the height, you know. And then just to compare, here is a closer look at the first KO and the CT Toys one. I remember a lot of people grabbing these KOs because the original Spidey was also really hard to get. It has that metallic shine of the blue parts of the costume. Two versions of bootlegs, the old one and then the new one. The new king of KOs, CT Toys. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends symbiote suit Spider-Man and CT Toys symbiote Spidey. Marvel Legends is much taller. CT Toys is using the same body, the same mold for both of these guys, which was to be expected. I have yet to make a review for this guy, so stay tuned for that. Here he is with my first CT Toys bootleg that I ever got. That is Spider-Man 2099, the SHF KO, and on the other side we have another KO of Mafex Venom. And then moving away from the bootlegs for a moment, here he is with the original SH Figure Arts, the Amazing Spider-Man and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And finally, here he is with the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man and...
Why the actual hell does this Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure look so bad? It looks terrible. I hate that. And again, this has always my complaint was with Mafex or SH Figure Arts. Look at the I hate to say it and it's hard not to. Look at the crotch, dude. Do you see how it's like 3 separate pieces? Like it's just in the head. Like look, the head's like sideways of the neck. It just doesn't look good. That's always been my biggest complaint is that too many lines, too many cuts to make it articulate ridiculously. And even for the Friendly Neighborhood one, the Toby one looks ridiculous. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Something about it just, I don't know why. I kind of want Mafex to just get away from that, but that's what they're known for, is so many cuts in the joints to make them move and articulate very well. It just looks ugly. That's why I always gravitate towards Marvel Legends, because they look the best. I'm sorry. Yeah, you might go to like Mafex or SH Figure Arts for like the articulation, but you're sacrificing the overall look of the figure, where it doesn't look like it's all cut up and look weird. Like that's just my personal opinion. I can't with it. Like that's ugly. Like no.
And Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And finally, here he is with the SH Figure Arts Spider-Punk and original Sentinel Peter B. Parker.
See,
and so there you guys go. That was my review of the new CT Toys Spider-Man 185 bootleg of the original.
Yeah, it's pretty cool figure. Pretty cool figure. I don't know if I would get that figure necessarily, but pretty cool figure. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like it, but I don't know if I'd buy it. I think I already have also a classic Spider-Man. That's kind of like I think it like is from this version of Spider-Man 2. It's the pizza Spider-Man. I'm not sure which Spider-Man they went off of in the comics to make my pizza Spider-Man Marvel Legends, but it looks very much like this one. It looks like pretty accurate. I don't know. It's very iffy with me. I think either when it comes to classic Spider-Man, I'll get the Spider-Man from the 90s one, which I have that one. or I'll get the. Do I have that one? Yeah, I do have that one. It came in the 2-pack with Vulture. Or I'll get the Pizza Spider-Man to have that classic Spider-Man look. Like, I don't know if I'd get another classic Spider-Man. Unless, you know what I mean? I don't know if I would. People hate on Marvel Legends for no reason. Marvel Legends is the best. Yeah, I would never ever get obscure characters if Marvel Legends never existed. That's what I'm saying. Like, Marvel Legends look the best. The paintwork is the best. Especially as of late, they're coming in hard with the detail work, with the paint work, everything. I'm sorry, fire. Yeah, I mean, even when I see a Marvel Legends, I'm like, oh, half the time I'm not like, I don't think of instantly like, oh, what can I do to customize it even more? Sometimes I don't think that way because a lot of their paint work is fire, and I feel like I don't need to do anything to it. Now, will I say, like, do I want to do a custom job to the Deadpool and Wolverine? Wolverine figure? Hell yeah. I want to add the sleeveless arms to it, maybe make the suit a bit dirtier. There's little subtle adds I want to do, but other than that, it's a perfect figure. I have no complaints from me. I think it's the best looking figure that they've done. Yeah, there's some other companies out there. I believe CT Toys have made a Deadpool and Wolverine, or not, maybe not CT, but another company has made a Deadpool and Wolverine bootleg of a Mafex, or looks like a Mafex or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, I think Marvel Legends is just one of those companies that they're never going to go anywhere. I think that they just produce the best looking figures. I mean, hell, like, what is it? What's the DC company that makes figures? McFarlane Toys. Yeah, McFarlane. McFarlane wishes that they were Marvel Legends. You know what I mean? They wish. You said I might just get animated Spider-Man Marvel Legends. I think it's the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man. Okay. People want Hasbro to lose the license. Dude, terrible mistake. Yo, did you catch the Kraven movie? I have not seen the Kraven movie. I have not seen it. My sister saw it and said it was bad. When it comes out on Netflix though, or it comes out somewhere free, I'll watch it. But I definitely am not paying for it. Did you see it? What did you think? If you saw it, what did you think? I do not want to start over. Yeah, I don't want them to go to a different. I don't want Hasbro to lose the license of Marvel Legends. I don't want it. I want them to keep the rights to Marvel Legends because they look the best. They say Jada Toys should Marvel Legends. That's not gonna. Jada has very good figures, but it's a small company. Yeah, no. I've never heard of Jada Toys. I don't think I've ever heard of them. I don't think I have. I don't know. Just look that up. Oh. Okay. What do they mean, like the Street Fighter ones and stuff like that? I have seen that. I've seen those figs before. Okay. I saw it. It was pretty good, bro. Not gonna lie. Okay, well, good. It gives me a little bit of hope going into watching it whenever it's free. As of right now, I don't have the best hope for it, but because I heard it was bad. But I'm glad to hear that you liked it. Look it up. Yeah, so Jada Toys are the ones that do the Street Fighter figures. I don't know. I've seen these Street Fighter figures in person. I'm not a big Street Fighter fan, but the figures look alright. Now, do I think that they should be the ones doing Marvel Legends? Hell no. Like, I don't think so. Like, they don't look bad, but they look very, like, anime-based figures. Which, I don't know. I just feel like I don't think that they should lose the license, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. But it's pretty cool though. I don't know who the hell's saying that Hasbro should lose the license? Why? They're not producing bad figures. It's really weird. Oh shit. First look at Kang's timeshare and What If Season 3. Interesting. What? I didn't know we were. I'm actually what? I forget how you spell that. I don't know why, but I'm like blanking. Like, give me a minute. I'm actually curious how you spell this. Because honestly, I don't even remember. Okay, yeah. Sorry guys. You probably like Street Fighter. Okay. Capcom make a good, interesting movie about it. Okay. Oh my god. I said movie twist. You're mute. Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying is that, yeah, I think my sister Bethany was saying that because the dude that plays Jefferson Davis, or Jefferson Davis, yeah, Jefferson, yeah, Jefferson, is that Jefferson? Is Miles Morales' dad's name is Jefferson, right? I don't know why I'm blanking. Right? Right, yeah. I think I'm correct. Oh god, I don't know why I'm blanking. It's probably because it's late and my brain's not working. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Jeff Morales. Yes, Jeff. Okay, I don't know why I said Davis. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Okay. So we think that he's going to die if he takes the captain position. But if Miles stops him from taking that position, I think it's going to pivot. I think my sister said that because it makes it sound like, from what he's saying here, Brian Tyree Henry, of course, plays the voice of Jeff Morales in Into and Across the Spider-Verse. And we know from the plot he's going to die. That's if he takes the captain position. So I think the world might try to pivot, and the mom might die. My sister thinks that Rio is going to be the one that dies, and it might be the case. Because if Jeff doesn't die, there's always a way that the world likes to balance things out, and I think that Rio might die. Miles probably gonna die. I highly doubt that. That would be, if they do that, I'll be shocked. That would be shocked. I don't know though. I highly doubt it. Maybe Prowler Miles might die. Maybe. I don't know if our Miles will die. That would be crazy. But you never know. That would be insane. That's crazy though. That'd be crazy. What are people saying? I'm curious. I don't know about the movie, but my eyes definitely won't be dry when they announce a spring 2028 release date. Oh, man. Oh, God. When Marvel runs out of ideas for Spider-Verse characters. Okay. GTA 6 finna be out before this. That's crazy. It's crazy. And I think they're right. GTA 6, I believe, is coming out next year. I think. I don't know if I'm correct. I think it is. Well, Jefferson isn't surviving the film then. Plot twist, he saves his dad, Gwen, his enter dimension, but loses his mother. Yeah. Like how his mother died in the comics. Exactly. Rio passed away in the comics. What issue? Yeah. That is true. That is true. That would be so sad if they pivot like that. That'd be so sad. I don't know. That's crazy though. It's crazy work. We'll repost it. What else? It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. What's gonna be weird? I think she got killed by the green. She did get killed by the Green Goblin. That is true. I'm just intrigued to see, like, how it will happen. Oh, sick. New official look at Storm as the goddess of thunder in What If Season 3. Fire. She will be voiced by Allison Seeley Smith. Okay, I'm probably butchered that. Of course, that voice actor, of course, is the same voice actor that plays Storm and X-Men 97, X-Men the 90s series, so that's cool. The movie can't stop thinking about he said the movie I can't stop thinking about Miles, actor, and what he did. Yeah, I know. I try not to think about it because it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to. I think shortly, guys. I think I'm gonna be getting off stream here in a few minutes because it is 10:32. And I kind of just want to, lay down. I've been like recording all day, and yeah, him and Gwen, if they get together, oh, I know it's a little weird, isn't it? Him and Gwen, if they get together, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it after the weird shit that's been going on. I don't think it's been to the point where it should affect things too much. Also, you gotta be professional. That's another thing. It's like you gotta be professional, even if it looks a little suspicious about Shameik posting the thing he posted. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, it can get past it, or maybe Haley knows it was nothing weird, or I don't know. Hopefully, just things go well going into when they do the voice over stuff for Beyond the Spider-Verse. Hopefully, it's just everything is fine. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. I gotta add some few hashtags in my hashtag thing because I didn't think we would talk about some things that we talked about, so I want to add them in. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great night, the rest of the night. I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is Saturday, right? Or was today Saturday? I'm losing my mind. Today's Friday. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow will be Saturday. I hope everybody has a great Saturday. I don't know. Guys, like I said, definitely make sure to buy. I'm gonna go. Okay, Jimmy, thank you for stopping in here. Much appreciated. It was great talking to you. It was great talking to everybody. Quick shout outs to everybody before I clock out of here. Jimmy, thank you for coming in. Malachi, thank you for coming in. Otto, thank you for coming in. Ultra Nerd, thank you for coming in. Let's keep going. Bethany, I know you were in here at one point. Thank you for coming in. Superwise, thank you for coming in here. The guy, thank you for coming in. Crimzone, thank you for coming in. And many more that if I missed anybody, thank you for coming in here. Much appreciated. Especially if you're new in here, maybe you didn't say anything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for maybe staying through the whole stream if you stayed in here. And also, mind you, it would be amazing if anybody that's in here or that's still in here that hasn't subscribed, please definitely consider doing so. I'm trying to get to 1,100 subscribers before February of next year. I know we can do it. I want to grow this community more and more each day. That's the next goal that I have, is hitting 1,100. So let's do so. There's a whole bunch of big things coming in 2025, whether it be movie reviews, movie reactions over on Patreon, trailer reactions, news videos that we do, and much more. There's gonna be also streams, like pre-show and after-party streams for shows like Daredevil Born Again, Ironheart, Wonder Man, and many more. There's just a lot of stuff coming in that we're going to be doing in 2025. There's a lot of things we're going to be doing here on the channel, and I want to bring chill streams are officially back. Like I said, we're going to be doing them every Friday. I think we are going to stick to the 8 o'clock mark because I find that that's when most people are probably not the busiest, and they're kind of chilling and kind of winding down from work in their day. So, I'll see you guys next Friday for the next chill stream. But also, I'll be posting here and there if we get any news, if we get any trailers, I'll be posting. I heard sometime in January, I think, or I think it was sometime in January, I heard we're going to be getting our first teaser trailer for Daredevil Born Again. I also heard we're going to be getting our first teaser trailer for also, what was it? Fantastic Four. So stay tuned for that. If we get those trailers, I will be covering them here on the channel. I'll be reacting to them. And, you know, I'll be talking about them, probably breaking them down when I do my trailer reaction, so stay tuned for those. But as always, guys, hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.